on this shit before. So like I had to darken the background because I realized that I missed a lot of stuff. I just went straight in without even saying hello. That's great. That's fine. There's like so much wrong. I hope that I'm louder than the music. I should be, but just in case. Let me turn on Stream Manager on my phone now. I actually did the announcement before I went live. Not to brag. Fucking finally. But anyway. What was I gonna do? Here we go. Yeah. Stream Manager. Forgot for a minute. Okay, let's do it. Alright, so yeah, there's like a lot of spots that I didn't even realize I missed. Like, on the fucking, during the coloring. And I noticed it when I was like, watching the live back. So we're gonna fix that right now. Yes. Hello to whoever joined. I have to like really. Now I'm so paranoid that I did miss a lot of stuff. Yeah, see that? See all that? Like, it's really not that big of a deal, honestly. But especially because you really can't tell if you're like zoomed out. But I know it's there, and I don't like that. So we're gonna really quick fix that. So true, Jinx. So real. Alright, there we go. I'm drawing two girls fighting. I don't know why, but it's what I decided to do. I'm like suffering. Yeah, I missed so much simply because the background was lighter. I'm still gonna keep the background, but this is just like a temporary one so that I don't miss anything else. Because literally no one is gonna see it except for me, and then like I guess when it's zoomed in. But I just refuse to risk it, so I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Let's. Yeah, it's really like just small details and like. I guess like coloring under the liner as well, even though that's not really like necessary. I'm doing too much, but I don't really care. The left sleeve. Yeah, I'm trying to get as much as possible. I think that's good. Hope y'all like the snazzy music, by the way. I thought that I'll do different music every stream, because no one wants to listen to lo-fi every fucking time. Shit, I don't even want to listen to lo-fi every time. I actually wrote down topics to talk about this time. Are these... I don't know. They're not like... I guess, because they're not like existing characters already, but like I don't have names for them or like any sort of backstory. I just wanted to draw cute girls. Yeah, it is kind of Christmassy music, which I love Christmas. Well, I don't really like Christmas that much, but I like Christmas music. It's so like snazzy and calm and shit. Yeah, see, like it's not even like big like spots that I missed, but it's spots that I missed nonetheless. And it was irking me so much when I was rewatching the stream back just to make sure everything was good. I gotta edit as well, because I wanna I don't wanna just keep posting like the full VODs on YouTube forever. I do eventually wanna get into actually editing them. But I don't know, we'll see. Okay, that's good. That's fine. That's fine. See, this is where I'm... Haha!
No. Go back in the house and say spawn point.
Oh, God. Alright. I wrote down topics to talk about. I'm just... I'm not gonna follow it because I'm stupid. Like video editing. Like, I guess clipping down the streams, like for YouTube. I'm gonna keep the... I don't know. Because a part of me just wants to keep the full VOD for YouTube stuff, but also there's no way that I'm talking about interesting stuff for 3 hours or like 2 to 3 hours, but I don't know. I'll see, honestly. We will see. Right. Haha. And with the darker stuff, I can use this lighter layer to like fix that. There's literally no one on this earth doing it in the way I am. Yes, there are. There's plenty of people doing it the way I am, but that's alright. Alright, let me... I hope I'm not muffled, by the way, because I've been told that sometimes... You don't have to do that! I don't want to make my friends edit this, because, like, this is, like, 2 to 3 hours of footage to go through, and I should not subject anyone to that other than myself, because I like to suffer. Here we go. This is not even that big of a spot. It's literally minuscule, but...
God, fine, take your picture.
But yeah, no, don't worry about it. I'm gonna teach myself. It's not hard. I don't imagine that's gonna be very hard, especially because I used to do, like, editing stuff way back in, like, 9th grade for a film class. So it's alright. I think I got almost everything. Just this tiny bit right here, right? Nope, not even. Am I good? Nope. See, I should have honestly. But I know, but I don't want to make you do that. Don't worry. I got that for real. There's no one on this earth that has it more than me. Okay, cool though. I'm glad I'm not muffled, cause like sometimes in calls I can be. I don't know what causes it. I don't know if my headphones are just ass or like what it is, but we'll fuck around and find out at some point. Not today though. Oh wait, no, it wasn't that. It was noise suppression. That's what it was. Duh. Anyway. There we go. I think I got everything on this gal. I know on this gal there's stuff. Yep. I gotta do this more often, where I like put a darker background, especially if I'm gonna do lighter colors like this. But you live, laugh, love, learn. That's not the phrase at all. I don't know if I'm gonna make PNG tuber sprites. I mean, maybe. I don't know. A little part of me wants to for, like for when I game, just because it'll be cute to have a little character reacting. But I don't know. We'll see. Because that's probably a lot of fucking, it's probably not even that difficult to set up and all that shit. I'm just lazy. But I'll probably look into it, because that'd be fun.
Definitely.
Let me... Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to, like, at some point, redesign the little sprite character thingy-majiggy I have in the corner, just because, like, I don't know, it's a little too detailed, and, like, it's cute on its own, but, like, it did not have to be as detailed as I made it, because it's just gonna be in the corner, and it's not really the, sole focus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm filling in these spots like nuts.
Yeah, I know.
Hell yeah.
Like you actually.
Perfect. Alright. And then... Honestly, I think for this part I could have kept the spots because it kind of gives for texture question mark, but that's alright. I'll add it back in rendering. You know what? Since let's do this over here too. Alright, let me actually use one of the topics I was going to talk about. Let's see. Number 1. Why I love snow. That's so stupid. I wrote these at, like, literally, I think... I guess... Yeah, I'll probably have to do it in editing instead of in... Because there's, like... It's probably going to be way more difficult to do it in real time. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do it in real time. I don't know. Admittedly, I honestly don't watch streams that much. Which is kind of ironic, considering that I am streaming, but, like, I don't watch that many. Because, like, I don't know if it's my attention span, or, like... Because it's not as if I'm on a shortage of time, obviously. If I, like... I have the time to do this, so... But, like... Sorry. But... I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, why I love snow. I remember I wrote that specifically because I was talking with friends the other day. I say the other day, like wasn't fucking yesterday. Yesterday, I just remembered this one time I watched. Yeah, like I really don't watch streams like that. I watch VODs, but like live real time streams, I very rarely watch unless it's like a friend and I'm like there to support. Otherwise, like I love Markiplier for example, but like I don't watch his streams. I watch like the VODs, and even then I don't watch through the entire thing with him just because like that's 3 hours. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes there are some VODs where like it is genuinely like not skip worthy. Like there's nothing that I feel like I need to skip, but it's not like I need to skip. Like I anything that I want to skip. I don't know though. Anyway, my goofy ass. Why I like snow. The only reason I wrote that down is because I remember. This was 29. I'm not. I'm honestly not sure. I don't remember if it was before or after. I don't remember if it was before or during quarantine, rather. But it was like there was a blizzard out, and I really wanted frozen yogurt. I didn't know if the frozen yogurt place was open, and it just like didn't dawn upon me to check. I did check, and it did say it was open actually. So in my head, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. It says that it's open, even though there's a literal blizzard outside. No, it's open." So I walked 1 mile in an active blizzard, like it was actively snowing, and I walked 1 mile for frozen yogurt, and it turned out to not be open at all. So I had to walk back a mile home. It wasn't that like bad because there was literally no traffic because no one who in their right mind would be driving in a blizzard. But like, I'm just it's so one of my goofiest moments because why would I do that? Like, first of all, why frozen yogurt is when it's already cold outside, but also it is not that deep to where I had to like I could have just waited a day or something, but that's all right though. It was a really nice experience though cuz like no cars were out and like nobody was outside, so it was just me. It felt so like it was really isolated, but I kind of liked it. It was peaceful. I like the I like the desolateness. I don't even think that's a word, but it is now. The like desolateness of snow and how like isolated it can be outside. It's really nice to me. It's just super peaceful as well. I also fucking love the snow because like I get to stay inside and like hot chocolate and winter shit. I don't know what else. Hot chocolate. Oh god. I love Ben and Jerry's. Like they're expensive, but I don't want to say it's worth it because to me, honestly, ice cream is ice cream. I don't really know if I have a preference in terms of like I love certain brands, but end of the day, I don't quite have a preference over another ice cream brand. But I have obviously I have preference for like flavors. Like I fucking love mint chocolate chip, and I have yet to find a brand that has done mint chocolate chip wrong because it's not hard to mess up. It's hard to mess up. That's what I meant. Yeah. I've only had them a couple of times. Like I always have uh I don't know what I default to. I think I default to like friendlies or like Briars is usually what I default to. But if I'm like on a day where I'm particularly ballin' and I feel like treating myself, then I'll have either Ben and Jerry's or like Haagen Dazs because Haagen Dazs is so expensive, and it's for no reason. Because honestly, I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but Haagen Dazs is not that good to me. I mean, it's like it's just ice cream. I don't know, like it's nothing special to me. Man, I could go for ice cream right now. Like fucking mint chocolate chip. I love mint chocolate chip so much. I also like chocolate chip cookie dough. Um I don't know. I don't have ice cream that often despite loving it. I don't know why, but it's so Haagen-Dazs. Yeah. I don't know, man. Haagen-Dazs is just like it's okay. Like it's mid at best. I don't see the hype behind it. I truly do not. Cuz like it's just that's I don't know. I didn't have a lot of Haagen Dazs as a kid because it was so expensive. I only had it like when I started working, so like around 16 or like no, I should just say when I started getting money, honestly, like when I was being entrusted with my own money and like I could buy stuff for myself. is when like I first tried Haagen-Dazs, and it's just like it's okay. Like I thought that because it was so expensive that it was gonna be like the best thing I've ever tasted, and I was gonna like blow up or something upon having it hit my tongue, but just like nothing. Like it was okay. I don't know. I've never tried Tillamook, but I'm gonna try that now because you said it. I can't wait to like go back home because I love frozen yogurt so much, and it's like honestly I don't even taste the difference between frozen yogurt and ice cream. I don't know why I don't even prefer it. I just think that I don't know. There's just something about it, like vanilla frozen yogurt specifically because that's the only flavor I've had. I've never been the biggest fan of like chocolate flavor. Like I like chocolate kind of, but like honestly, I'm not even that big a fan of chocolate. Am I filing down the fucking pen nib? It's not bad yet, but like anyway, that's crazy. I just changed this yesterday. Their cheese is great too.
Damn, look at that.
I'm gonna blow up. They have cheese ice cream.
Holy shit.
They have cheese. What? Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. It just dawned upon me. I didn't even. Oh, that makes so much more sense. They're butter, cheese, and ice cream. Those are like separate. I don't know why. Anyway, um, I love ice cream. I don't even care what like. It could be freezing outside, and I. No, yeah, I see what you mean now. I could I for real thought they had cheese ice cream. I wouldn't. I would not put it past like anything ever, I guess, to like if they actually had cheese ice cream because I've seen some weird shit. I think I've seen fried butter at one point, which like I don't quite know how that works, but go off, I guess. Or like unpopular opinion, I'm scared of fried Oreos. I'm scared of them. I just don't think that it would taste good. And I just I don't know if I want to like I'm scared to try it, especially because like yeah, I don't like chocolate ice cream. Like it's very okay at best. I don't know. It's just like I don't it's not that it's too sweet necessarily. I don't want to say it's too sweet, but like yeah, fried butter like wait. Wait, what's real? Cheese ice cream or fried butter? I know fried butter is real, which is nuts to me. Like cuz why would anyone do that? And how? More important like I don't. I guess I could see it if you like freeze the butter or something, but wouldn't it just melt under the heat of like the fryer? Yeah, like what? Entire sticks of butter fried and like what? How? Like I'm not even. I'm just genuinely in awe as to how that works. Like on a fundamental level. Like I don't know. I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to fix. I think it was her palm. Right? Yeah, it was her palm. Just because I didn't like this like shape I made of the inside of her palm, and also I missed a couple of spots. Area. Let me see. I gotta look at my own hand for reference. Okay. Okay. So it's kind of like. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, because, like, I just. Like, who in their right mind is going to have fried fucking. I do love funnel cake. I like funnel cake quite a bit. It can sometimes be a little too sweet to me, depending on the day. I don't know. It can be, like, a little much, which is why I don't have it in, like, large amounts. Like, I'll have a couple of pieces and then I'm knocked out, I'm done, and I'll just give the rest to, like, a friend or something. But, interesting. Sorry, I'm looking at my own fucking hand and just not saying. Anyway, that looks right. Do it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm stupid. But I do like funnel cake. I just can't have a lot of it because like it gets too much for me too quickly. I think the characters are good now in terms of being colored, so I have to. Yeah, I like cotton candy. That one, isn't ever too sweet for me. I don't know what it is. I think just because it's like even though it literally is just like pure sugar, but it's like I don't know. It's I guess because it's not dense that it feels like less for me. Also, I like well, I don't even love Twinkies. I like Twinkies, but I don't even want to think about fried Twinkies because that's just it's scary. I don't know how else to word it other than that shit sounds scary and also a little bit disgusting. Like I feel like I'd hate it. He's gonna do that thing to me again. Whoopsies, I didn't mean to do that. But Weird, because now my paint bucket tool is acting normal, right? I can't tell. Whoops. Yeah, it's acting normal. Anyway, yeah. Fried Twinkies sounds nuts to me. Like, why is, like, motherfuckers will see anything, and I do mean anything, and will just, like, their first instinct is to fry it. And I just don't get it. Like, obviously there are some things that, like, obviously snap when you fry it. Like, fried chicken. I love fried chicken. Or, like, fucking fried fish. Or, like, even, like, I don't know. I guess that's kind of it. I don't really have a lot of fried. People chew on them. That sounds so gross. Oh, that sounds gross. Because then it seems like it's like hard to bite into or something, and that just doesn't like. I hate things that are hard to bite into or stuff like that. Like I'm trying to think of an example. Like I guess Laffy Taffy, but like hard, like more hard Laffy Taffy. Like I'm fine with soft Laffy Taffy, but when it gets hardened, it's kind of just like I'm chewing rubber, and I hate that. Because, like, why would I want to do that to myself? You know what I should have done? I should have, like, colored the grass. Actually, no, no, no. I'm doing this right. Anyway, yeah. I just don't like when food is not easily bitten into. No, yeah, you do not eat butter. Like, that's nuts to me. You do not eat fucking butter. Because, like, that is, like, that's a condiment. You just like and like too much butter is not good for you. Even if you put too much butter, like I don't know, on pancakes or some shit, it could be bad for you. So the fact that motherfuckers are frying it blows my mind. Like I, it is a wonder that people are alive. Because what? It's not even that shocking, honestly. It's just like yeah, why would you eat just butter? Because like you add that shit on like pancakes or like toast or like it's a condiment. It's something to like add to something that already exists, not on its own. That's like if you just ate ketchup. Like if you just drank ketchup. That's gross. Oh my god. What am I doing? I dead forgot. Ooh. Anyway, yeah. A corn dog. That's fucking nuts. Like what? Why would one want to do that? Like, it sounds like, it doesn't sound good either. Like, what? Like, I like butter just as much as the next guy, but like, and it just a stick of butter and eating that it doesn't sound appetizing. Like, I can't wrap my head around the fact motherfuckers actually enjoy that. Like, is this like brick color? Probably, right? It's gonna be now. But anyway, yeah, I cannot wrap my head around the fact that that is like a thing that people genuinely enjoy. Cause like, again, that's literally just like eating any other condiment by itself. Like that's like just drinking ketchup or mustard or something. Like that's disgusting. Like it's gross, but like obviously when it's on something it's not that bad. Like no one's gonna call butter disgusting when it's on like pancakes or like toast or popcorn or some shit because like and also like it seems overwhelming as well because like I can get overwhelmed from like really buttery popcorn. So like the thought that people will just eat that like people will just eat the entirety of the like of butter is insane, and like I truly think there might be something wrong with people who do that. Like I think those people need to be locked up. That's how crazy it is. I'll make this one darker. That's like the same nearly. Anyway, yeah, I want to make it noticeably darker. Anyway, yeah, like fucking this looks like the line art color though. That's fine. Anyway, no, yeah, like I just I don't know, man. The South's wild. Thank God I don't live there. Like going down south just seems like such an insane idea cuz like obviously I have like friends down there like you and like I have another like Max, my other friend is down there and like that's the only reason I would go down there. Because I cannot think of another reason to willingly go down south, especially because motherfuckers have like sticks of butter that are fried. Like no, like nah. Another place that I would not go to willingly. Well, okay, actually, I would go to the Midwest willingly. I would, but like Ohio specifically, and like Wyoming, simply because I just don't see a reason to go down there. Also, unpopular opinion, I don't even like pickles. So like I don't like pickles. So I think like deep fried or not, I don't care. Like you could fucking I don't know, fill them with like frosting or some shit. I just don't like pickles. I don't know what it is. It's just like yucky to me, I guess. It's not really even yucky. It's just not appetizing. I don't know. I don't know what it is I don't like about it. Like I don't like vinegar, I guess, but like I love salt and vinegar chips. So I'm an odd bloke. I'm an odd fella. Also, hello to whoever else joined. But anyway, yeah, I'm an odd fella. I'm going like completely. See, this is why I like as I was writing topics to talk about, I was thinking to myself like I'm definitely not gonna stick to these. I'm gonna go off topic because like it just feels more natural that way as well. Honestly, it's just a lot more natural to like just talk about whatever. I hate No, I've actually eaten plain cottage cheese before, or like plain cream cheese. I've eaten plain cheese, just straight up. I have eaten plain cheese. So, and I love cheese. I fucking love cheese. I'll eat like slices of Swiss, or like, I once ate like half a block of Swiss cheese at like 3 in the morning, just because I love cheese. Like, obviously I don't do that now because that's so fuck. Like, obviously that's like I don't have to tell you all this, but like don't eat entire blocks of cheese, please. Uh but what do you call it? I don't even know, man. I do not know. Dill cheese is so I don't isn't dill like dill pickle? I already hate pickles. Like I shouldn't say I hate them. I just don't like them. I just don't see the appeal, truly. I don't even know what the fuck they are, if I'm being completely honest. Like if you actually oh, okay, cool. Anyway, if you were to actually ask me like what are pickles or how are they made, I would not be able to tell you because they don't occur in nature, right? So like, like I don't understand. I gotta hold on. Let me change my capture really quick because I need to know now. Hopefully that works. Right? No? Does God not love me? Dill like dill like the plant? Wait, but I'm curious how it doesn't want to capture my browser. Why does it? You don't get to see me searching up pickles, but I don't or pickles. I don't want to know. I honestly don't want to know how they are. Pickles are cucumbers that have been through the pickle process. That's awful. See, this is why I don't like pickles. They are not like the word pickle is not in the Bible. God did not intend for this, and I'm not religious in the slightest, but still, like I'm just God. Like I just I say that and I'll like other things that are obviously man-made. But I don't know, man. I don't rock with pickles like that, and I don't rock with having straight up vinegar in my mouth. Like even salt and vinegar chips can get too much for me, and I'm like the king of loving salt and vinegar chips. So that should definitely say something. This is so fun to just like draw. Damn. Anyway, yeah, I do not like pickles just straight up. I like cucumbers, but like not as much as I used to because when I was younger, I used to just like eat them straight up, like not even cut them up. I would just fucking cheese yakisoba. I know cheese yakisoba. I've actually wanted to try that for quite the while, but I just haven't had the opportunity. And also, like a lot of the um Japanese restaurants I've been to don't have it, which is like sucks. I really this is like also completely off topic, but I have not had sushi or authentic ramen in months. And it's making me so sad because I love authentic ramen. Like fucking it makes me happy, truly. It makes my heart happy. And like there's a specific type of sushi I have been missing and it's salmon skin sushi and it's so fucking good. Like I only ever had it once, but I already love salmon. And like I love salmon skin. And the fact that there's instant I mm. While that would give me the chance to try it, a little part of me is like, but it's instant. So like, what if it's not as good as the actual thing? Like, don't get me wrong, I love like like Maruchan ramen or like fucking I don't think anyone top ramen. There we go. Because I was gonna say I don't think anyone actually pays attention to the actual like brand name of it. but like it's just universally known. But anyway, yeah. What do you call it? Uh, I love seafood.
Whoa,
Well,
what?
I don't know if I love seafood. Um, I don't even like anything anymore, to be honest. But that's a different topic. I don't know. I There's a lot of seafood I enjoy. Like I like a lot of different types of fish. I like shrimp, but only fried shrimp, which I know is odd. It's not even that odd. And I like it in sushi, but like that's it. I like crab. I've never actually had like actually no, I have had authentic crab only once. Cuz like I think it's like super expensive just because of there's not a lot of like meat on or in crabs. So like it's more I guess difficult. Poop. That's poop. I forgot about that. I used to love shrimp as a kid, but
Oh,
like actually no, it's not that. I liked popcorn shrimp and I think my parents just like mistook that as me liking all shrimp and then would be confused when they like tried to feed me not fried shrimp and I wouldn't like it. And like I
I
just
didn't know.
I don't know, man. I'm not even that big of a fan of fried food is the craziest part. I just can only stomach shrimp when it's fried, but also my dad's allergic to like shellfish and stuff like that. So I didn't have it. I don't have shellfish very often, if ever. Especially when I was like younger, because obviously I was living with my dad, so like I can't really do that. But yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other like seafood. I have always wanted to try. What are they? Scallops, scallions, or some shit? I don't know, but I want to try it. I want to know. Speaking of food, I have Chinese like directly next to me. I wasn't gonna eat on stream, but like it's right. I'm just gonna um. I fucking love rice, like
You're
white
serious?
rice. Delicioso.
I didn't know you were just standing still.
What? I don't know why it took me a minute to read that. I've never had oysters either. Honestly, I'm a little scared of it because I don't know, man. I have
I just
seen
want.
like live oysters before, and like, and I know it's like kind of ridiculous because it's not like other fish are alive as well. But I've seen live oysters. I've seen them alive, and I've like actually like touched alive oysters. And now I feel like I'd feel bad if I were to
Oh,
eat
you can't eat it.
oysters because it's like, damn, I literally have touched these before. Like I know they are living organisms, and I just fucking ate them. I'm a monster. But you know,
I don't want
that's how it goes for a lot of foods, honestly. So I don't know why I don't have that type of sympathy for like even other seafood. Also, I hate tuna,
one.
just straight up. Won't even eat it, even if it's in like sushi. I fucking hate tuna so much, and I don't know. I think because like I've had cats good majority of my life, and a lot of cat food is like tuna. So every time I like see or smell tuna, I think cat food, and obviously cat food is fucking gross. So like I get repulsed and I just can't eat it. Disney Epcot and used to have a thing where you pick an oyster. That sounds a little terrifying. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I don't like fucking taking the pearl out of an oyster. I mean, it's not even that bad, honestly. It's not even. I'm doing a little too much, but like I don't know. It seems like it's scary because I'm scared of hurting it as well because I feel like that would hurt. No, because it's like taking a fucking hardened thing out of their mouth and like it's like I've seen pearls in oysters before and it's like under like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it's under skin. I'm like I'm trying to point at my mouth and like visually show it. I don't even have a webcam, but I don't know. Like I don't even know. I don't know. I feel like it would hurt, and that's another thing I gotta look up. Well, I know the pickle thing now, but I have to look it up if like fucking it hurts oysters when you do that, because I feel like it would, because it's like reaching under their tongue and then like taking something out and like I just thinking about it like thinking about that feeling, I don't wanna. Also, I just realized a little bit of the gate is cutting into the brick. Again, literally no one is going to notice this or care except for me. Fuck. But I don't care. I don't want to have little mistakes like this as well. There we go. Just a little nitpicking. I don't really want to have shark. Like, I don't want to eat shark just because I don't know. I just don't want to. I like. There's no like. I mean, yeah, I think sharks are pretty cute, but also I just don't see the appeal. Honestly, like I can't imagine it being same with like dolphin and shit like that. Like I just don't see it. Or like whale. I just don't see it as very appealing. I guess like compared to like other fish like salmon or some shit like that. I always go back to salmon. I love salmon so much. Like I don't even think it's understandable. I also love tilapia, but calamari sashimi is. I've had calamari a couple of times. I mean, it's alright. I don't know. I like it, but like it's nothing. I don't know. It's nothing special, and like I don't really go out of my way to order it. Like I've had it. I've had like fried calamari at like hot pot. I miss hot pot as well. I have not been since August, and I miss it quite a bit. But I don't even know where I was. I just lost my train of thought. Like octopus and shit like that. It's not. I don't know. It's not all that to me. I guess. Like there have been I have enjoyed calamari before, but like I usually only have like one piece. It's really one piece. Anyway, it makes me really sad though, because at Hot Pot, they were like these little guys. I don't know how to explain it. It's like they actually like they it was like little babies. I don't know how to explain it. I literally don't know how to explain it. But like you could like I genuinely do not know how to explain it. It was like little mini octopi question mark yeah, and like it made me so sad because it just made it so much more real. Like and opposed to just like having a piece of like tentacle cut off is like I don't know. It makes me sad. My aquarium is a petting zoo. Aw, it's so sad. That's genuinely saddening. I haven't been to an aquarium in like I don't even remember the last time I've been to an aquarium. Also, hot pot is super cool. It's like you cook your own food essentially. Like you they have like a grill in the table and they have a what do you call it? Like a little stove top thingy majiggy where you can like boil. So like to either cook like your noodles or like cook any vegetables or anything like that. It's so fun because you get to cook it exactly how you um like certain things. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't like the ones with the lot. What the fuck is my paint bucket doing? Back with the bullshit. Anyway, yeah. Um fucking live eating live animals is nuts to me cuz like why would you do that? Like just if you're going to eat an animal, would you not put it out of its misery? Like I thought that that was like a moral thing to do. Like or even when an animal's like injured really badly and like you can't like help them or like I don't know. I've seen this in like movies and some shit like that. When like a deer gets really fucking hurt or something, they like shoot it to put it out of its misery. So like, would they not do the same thing with when they eat like live animal? Like I don't know. I don't know if it's a culture thing because like I don't know. I don't. It just doesn't seem practical as well. It seems like it'd be unhealthy. Oh my god, the animals fight back. Yeah, no, that's like yeah, no, that's so fucking sad. Like, would you not want to kill them before? Like, that's sad. That's genuinely saddening. I always thought it was like a just general like common practice moral thing to like kill animals before you're going to like cook and eat them because you want to put them out of their misery. So like I don't know, man. Why is it doing that? Yeah, I don't know. That's just yeah. I've never seen it either, but like I don't know. Maybe I'm like I don't know if I just don't know. This is a fun pen. I don't know if I just like I don't know, maybe I don't see it being a culture thing, but again, I could just be misinformed. I'll probably look it up after this. But like I don't understand like why you would do that. Like I can't even if it is a culture thing, I just can't think of any logical reason that you'd want to eat an animal while it's still alive. Like I don't know if like what significance would it have? Why can you just not kill it? You know, like I don't know, because like you'd be putting it out of its misery by killing it. It's gonna be in so much more pain when you're like fucking eating that shit when it's still alive. Like yeah, I don't know, man. I just I don't know. Cultures are cool. They are cool only from the mukbang girl. That's odd. Then I don't know. Maybe I'll ask some like friends or something, or like I'll look it up or
Oh
something.
yeah.
Cause like that's odd.
I
Like
agree.
I have never heard of that either. Like I've never heard of like people doing that, let alone it being a cultural thing. And it very much could be, but like I don't know. Something seems fishy here. Cause like I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of any times like ever I have seen someone actually eat some like an animal when it's still alive. Like I don't even think like they don't do that with like lobsters even. Like I've seen like when you go to like Red Lobster, I've seen like the lobster tank, but I'm like 80% sure they'd like kill them and that those are just like for display and shit like that. Yeah, I've seen like people boil lobsters to kill them, but also that makes me kind of sad too cuz like they feel that. Like, is there? I don't know. Maybe I don't know if there's another way to kill them, or if that really is the only way to kill them, because they do have that protective shell. So, like, if that is the only way to kill them, then that's understandable. But like, with like, what do you call it? Like sharks and stuff like that, there are very much other ways to kill them. Like, you do not have to just like eat them straight. You, like, there's generally, I don't want to say painless, but like quick ways to kill a shark if you wanted to eat it. No, yeah, eating and chewing them alive is actually fucking nuts and like it's sadistic in a sense because like why? Yeah, like yeah, they're killing them to eat them and like that's I thought my nib. Anyway, rice time. Like it's understandable um when they kill them to eat them, like obviously, but like I just don't like why would you want to eat something that's all like that's still alive? Like why the fuck would you do that? That's like yeah, and it's on purpose. That's so saddening. Like, because they're purposely putting that animal in pain. Is this sidewalk too dark? I don't think so. Mm, mm. That is genuinely saddening though. That because like doing it on fucking purpose, like that's gotta be fucking absolutely. It's painful. Like I imagine it's absolutely painful for that animal, and like that's really saddening. Agony. Let me see. Let me go like brick brown. This is a. Oh, made a video. I'll probably watch that because that does sound like. I mean, it's not interesting per se, but I just like I gotta know the reasoning because like doing something like that just for views is so like that's sick. That's like that is animal like that's animal cruelty because like you are not putting that animal out of its misery before eating it. You're eating it while it's still alive, and it's going to be in so much fucking pain. Like imagine being a human and having like someone fucking eat you alive. Like that's obviously like gonna hurt. Like when people say like I mean I say it when people say I'm the only one that would probably ever say some shit like this, but like I'd say as like a joke like I'm gonna eat you alive because like it should just be common sense that that's painful as hell. So like imagine like if it's painful as hell or it would be painful as hell for a person, imagine how that animal feels. Like I don't know.
Shut up.
Yeah, maybe only like a few animals
You were using it. You're just in the
like I don't
way.
know. Like it makes sense with lobsters because or like just animals with like a protective hard shell. that can make sense if you're, I mean, not that you're gonna eat them fucking alive, but more so that you're going to cook them while they're still alive, because that's the only way that they can really die. Because I really can't think of a lot of other ways in which you can kill a lobster, at least not off the top of my head. So, like, that makes sense. But, like, things like sharks or, like, a fish or something like that, eating that alive is not necessary because you can just kill the fish or kill the shark before you eat it. Like, and it would definitely not be every single animal, because why in God's name would like, I feel like that's a health risk as well. Just because like eating them alive means that you're not cooking it, and not cooking it means that there could possibly be like bacteria and shit in like in or on that animal that's going to be harmful to you. Like, because again, we're not really like, we've evolved to cook our fucking, yeah, we've evolved to cook our food, or at the very least like sanitize it, because like even with like sushi or like, yeah, like eel and octopus, like some people do eat that raw, but like they do sanitize it, and make sure there's not like they get out harmful bacteria, I guess. I don't really know how, but like obviously they have to, because it would be a health hazard if not. um so like that makes total sense. But like, it's the issue isn't like, yeah, like you're saying, it's because it's alive. That's like the issue. This would be clear, right? Yeah, yeah. It's like it's the fact that it's alive, that's the issue, and I just don't understand why someone would want to do that. And again, it's just so like, even if it is a culture thing somewhere, it just seems unsanitary. Like, because again, the like, I can't imagine the amount of germs. Is that like the right green? I want to. Yeah. Anyway, I can't imagine the like amount of fucking germs from that. Like, my God. And it's just cruel. It really is just a cruel thing to do. This went so like, I don't even remember like what I started this stream off talking about. I think tacos Japanese. I can't like fried. Yeah, it's not like alive. Like that's, it's normal to like, or generally normal to like eat raw things. Like I've even seen people eat like fucking raw like pork, not pork, beef. Yeah, beef. Like I have seen people eat raw foods before, and that is generally, I'd say, normal. But it's the fact that it's fucking alive that I've never seen, like, ever. And because it's cruel. Like, I don't know. That just, it genuinely makes me so sad to even think about that people dead ass do that. Because that's such a, like, man. Like, imagine being a person and getting fucking eaten alive. Like people are fucking scared as hell of zombies. Yeah, because it's a scary thought to be eaten alive, because that's painful. But then, uh, so imagine how that animal feels. I don't know. I'm like basically repeating myself. I don't know. Let me close these gaps. I'm gonna see if I can just color this entire tree thing in like one fell swoop, because I really don't want to. Whoop! Haha! I got a pretty good portion of it. That's awesome. Man, I miss like the foods I used to have. I miss like fucking hot pot and stuff like that. That's not really a food, but I like I don't like octopus that much, if I'm being honest, because it's another case of like, it kind of feels rubbery to eat. Like, what else? I've never tried eel actually, so I can't really speak on that. But like, definitely octopus. When I've had it in the past, it tasted like, or the texture was like rubbery, and it just doesn't. It's not fun to eat. Like, I think there's maybe once in which it was like a thin piece of octopus. Let me read. Alright, like you can make you yeah, exactly. Like they use the entire whale, because like there's no way in hell you can, like, they would not waste an entire whale, just because that's so much resources, and there's a lot of stuff that you can do with an entire whale. Like, there's certain cultural like, well, no, every, in my opinion, I think every cultural thing does have its reasoning and makes sense. It's the things that are not tied to culture and are just like straight up cruel. Again, like eating fucking animals alive. That just seems cruel, and like I just that can't be practical. Yeah, like the fat, the blubber, the oil, like that makes sense because like that's definitely different. Yeah. I don't know. It is a sick fucking world we live in sometimes. Did I get the entire thing? Oh my gosh, I did just about. Just gotta fix this up. No, but yeah, that is definitely different, especially because they're using the entire animal, and like again, they're not fucking like like cutting the skin off or some shit like that when it's still alive. Like they're gonna kill it beforehand, just because again, it's cruel, you know. Like when I say I'm gonna skin people, I say that because I know it's pain, like it's gonna be painful. Obviously, I've never said that like being serious. For the for anyone that watches that does not know my sense of humor, I would never say that being serious. But like, yeah, like
spoken before that.
They use the entire animal, and that makes sense because they're a, it's not being done in a cruel way. B, again, it's like it's practical. Whereas I cannot think of a practical reason why you would need to eat an animal raw. I'll look it up at some point, like probably after the stream if there is like a read. Actually, no, I'll just look it up now. I don't have anything stopping me because I'm very much curious. Eating animals alive culture. I don't know what to search up to. Oh, it's a practice in many East Asian food cultures. But it may be unlawful in certain jurisdictions under animal cruelty laws. So I think there is a point that like it is considered animal cruelty. Like I imagine with I doubt they would like eat like an entire fucking shark alive, like even a small shark, just because again that seems very impractical. I don't know though. But so it is like a part of culture, but there are certain limitations, I would assume, and so it says. Because I guess there are like certain points in which it becomes animal cruelty. I hope did I search up eating animals a lot? I did. I thought for like 5 seconds I searched up eating animals raw and like anyway. There's also similar cheese.
Like we looked at each other and we understood perfectly.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen that. I've definitely seen that with Native American culture. Oh my god. Yeah, no, degloving fucking I don't know. That does sound like that sounds cruel as fuck. Like cuz that just sounds so incredibly painful for the animal and I just don't see a reason why that's necessary. Like
I don't know.
can you not kill it before you fucking deglove it from its brains? Like why would you like what is the reasoning to do it while it's still alive?
You go back home and you're like,
again, maybe that is a part of like a culture thing, but even then it just doesn't it also said like the little blurb that I read, it also said that sometimes animals are eaten alive for shock value, which is like again, that's not cultural at all. That's just being awful. So like I'm thinking that this girl is probably just doing it for shock value and stuff like that, which is like terrible because that is a life that you're using for shock value. Can I get this? Let me see if I can do all of this grass right now. Okay. It could be worse. I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it. Yeah. Yeah, like doing it in the worst possible way. Like if you're that's just awful. That's fucking awful. Like if it was a cultural thing, I'd imagine they'd do it in the least painful way for the animal because out of like respect and stuff like that. But like doing it in the worst fucking way, it's just it has to be for shock value at that point and for like clicks and shit like that, which is really unfortunate and just like would selfish be the right word? I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess selfish and like just disrespectful to the animal and its life. because it's very much a living thing, and it's obviously going to be in like agonizing pain, just like any person would be. I feel like a lot of people seem to downplay that, like, fucking animals feel pain like us. Like, I don't know why. Like, I've seen people say like, "Oh, they won't feel it, or it doesn't matter. It's an animal." What, like, it's still going to feel that pain. Like, it may not know how to verbalize it in the way that us humans are able to, but it certainly does still feel that pain. Like, because pain is like fucking derived from like nerve endings and shit, and our brain sending signals to the, or our fucking those nerve endings sending signals to the brain, signifying that it's pain. And every animal, for the most part, has a brain. Actually, no, I think every animal does have a brain, as far as, or like nerve endings or some shit like that. So like, obviously they're going to feel that pain, and they may not be able to verbalize it, but they're like, sometimes they might be able to, honestly. Like, so it's just cruel. I don't know. Let me. Because if you want to do it, can you do it? But yours. Yeah, like, if again, yeah, I think if it was a cultural thing, that she definitely do it in the least harmful, or yeah, the least painful way possible. Because I've seen like a lot of people, like when they what's an example? I know they do this sometimes in like fish shops, or like I've seen people describe it like in like places where they cook like chicken or duck. They'll kill the duck right then and there, or like kill the chicken right then and there, but they do it in like a swift, painless way, or not painless, but like a swift way, in order to like not have them be suffering, you know? Like I've seen like snapping the neck, or like cutting the head off, so that like in a swift motion, in a way like as quick as possible, with the least amount of like pain, I guess, and like not having to use chemicals or anything like that. Yeah, that's not a culture at all. Like, because I like, there's no reason for you to fucking throw an animal onto the floor. And again, like, you can kill that shark in another, like, you can do that shark, like, or you can kill a shark without fucking throwing it on the floor. And like, that doesn't sound cultural at all, and it just sounds like she's profiting off of animal cruelty, which is like actually awful. And the fact that there's people that watch that and give that like any type of I guess any type of views, or like any type of fucking monetization, I should say, is appalling. Just genuinely, we live in a sick ass world sometimes, which like I know sounds so like, I don't know, cliche, but like genuinely. Yeah. I'm talking about the most like insane shit. Meanwhile, this calm, fucking calm music. Um, is this like a tree color? It is now. Yeah, this is like tree color. Okay.
Huh?
Let me. Man, that is genuinely so saddening.
Yeah, put some stuff.
I'm trying to think. What was I thinking of earlier? Because I was thinking of stuff earlier, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should talk about that on stream. But then I like just fucking forget. No, yeah. Like, it's interest, like,
Yeah, I know.
the purpose of me streaming and talking at the same time is that I can just talk about whatever I want. Like, I don't script these, and I mean, besides the like me writing topics to talk about, which I'm not following at all. The like point is just to, I don't know, just to talk and talk about whatever I want, even if it's uncomfortable. As long as like, obviously I just want to make sure I abide by like Twitch TOS, but like nothing that like I think of or like talk about really would violate it. What was I thinking about earlier? Um, um, fuck. I remember now. No, I don't. I'm a liar. Oh, right. I remember this because I saw like a TikTok that was like, it was something like, I can't take the risk of telling someone that I like them because like I don't remember the reasons that they gave, but like just that sentiment in general, like it's kind of sad that people think like that because I think of like that as well. But like I get what they're saying, and it's kind of saddening because like I've logicked this in my head like a billion times because I'm actually fucking insane. But also um like whenever I like someone, it's never intentional. Like I like I don't look at someone and I go like I'm going to catch feelings for you now, or like I'm going to actively pursue you now. It's always against my will, which sounds really goofy, but like genuinely I never expect it, nor do I ever actually want it, because like fucking crush I love this one tweet where it just says crushes give me the same symptoms as psychosis, because that's such a real ass thing. Like it just ruins my mental health, because like it makes me way more hypervigilant, not only of how that person views me but how that person interacts with me, and like the way that they interact with me and stuff like that can determine my mood and like how I feel for the rest of the day and all that shit like that. And that could be I don't know if that's a mental illness thing or if that's just like a normal thing. Probably not, because like um it's probably not a normal thing and I should probably see someone about that. But yeah, I don't know. Like every time that I've had like feelings for someone, it's always like fucking painful, and B, like I never I don't like to like people because this is what I feel anyway, or what I see it as. Real liking people is I feel like comes with the like is coupled with the idea of, or the desire to like want to be with them like in a relationship, and like hoping for them to like you back. And I've always hated liking people because I feel like it's a disservice to expect them to like me back, or like even um want them to like me back. This is like someone actually commented this in like a TikTok. It's crazy that I get this fucking wording from TikTok, but like they worded it in a way that like made it's like exactly how I think. They said it's like a disservice to like someone, and I think they said it's like a slap in the face or something, and it's like it's unrealistic to toy with the idea of being with them. And I think that's so fucking real, cuz that is exactly how like I feel, and I probably like that's the most um relatable way I guess I've ever seen it worded, cuz like with me, I when I like someone. Like, and it's again, this is why I hate liking someone, because like I become so like invested in like all of our interactions, and I like hyper analyze everything, because like word choice is very important to me. I feel like word choice is I feel like it's important to everyone, but like I do like um I guess pay attention to how people word things and the way people say things, because it can tell a lot without actually saying anything. So like I'll do that, and I'll also like just like I don't know, man. I just fucking hyper analyze everything, and I also become extremely critical of myself as well. Like what do you call it? I I don't want to say that I try to I mean, I kind of do. I try to fit what they like. Obviously, like if it's something that's completely unrealistic or like not like me at all, I'm not going to do that to myself, because at least not again. I've done that before in the past, but like I'm changed now. I'm a changed man. But like I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it without sounding actually fucking insane, other than I hyper analyze like everything. And I also like I don't plan every interaction because there's only so much I can do. But like I like um I choose my wording very wisely in a way that can be interpreted as platonic, but also if they like me too, then maybe they'll interpret it in the way that I mean it, which sounds like actually fucking nuts, because I literally like I never when I like someone, I don't ever have the intention of telling them, just because like um no. It just seems impractical to like someone to begin with for me, and like so okay. I'll check real quick. I'll talk while I. Anyway, what do you call it? Um,
You want to fight a race?
the way I literally forgot. Oh, right. No, yep, lost it. No, oh, wait. Okay. Um, um, on God, I literally don't have thoughts in my head. Oh, right. I don't really, ever confess to people or like show overtly that I'm interested simply because I feel like I'm scared of rejection, first of all. I'm like terrified of rejection because like I'll like, I don't react that badly. Honestly, I expect it. Like I'm terrified of it, but I still expect it anyway. Like, because I always have this little glimmer of hope that maybe they'll like me too. It never is true. No matter how much hope I have, it never really works out, which is fine. Cause like that's fine. I think the few relationships I've been in, um, it's never actually it's never actually me. Any, anyway, um, that's so. Anyway. What do you call it? I find it impractical. I guess I've never found no, that's not no. The few relationships I've been in, it's usually not me that expresses interest first, and like not to say that I wasn't like I didn't like them too. Obviously I did, but like you know, I never really confess. Like I think only the first ever relationship I was ever in is the one time that I um actually took the risk of like expressing interest first. Not to say that like this was like in 8th grade, and back then I did actually like confess and tell people that I liked them, which is probably the worst fucking idea on my part because at the time I didn't have the emotional maturity to I guess I don't want to say be able to tell whether or not they liked me, but I think I was not seasoned enough and did not hate myself enough to think to like have this like critical view of myself where like if I were to tell them how I feel, it would be a bad idea or it'd be impractical to even have those feelings in the first place. I rock with this. Yeah, this is gonna be. I'm gonna have like this is going to be hell to render the background. I'm definitely not. Again, I'm not gonna finish this on stream simply because there's just no way. um, but yeah, I just like have always seen it as like I guess impractical to have feelings toward anyone because it's like a disservice to expect them to like me back. Is like it's not like I'm particularly ugly or anything like that. I'm not like the most attractive person in the world, but like I'm not hideous, I guess. But like also it's just like I don't know. I'm just quite insecure, and I guess it kind of influences the way I view other people's perception of me, which is another thing. I literally don't know how I perceive myself, and it's just I've come to realize it's just because I don't even be thinking about myself like that. Like, despite being really hyper vigilant of how others perceive me, I don't know how I perceive me, or like I don't even have a good handle on how other people view me or perceive me despite being so like hyper vigilant of it. I don't actually know because like I've never actually asked and I only just hyper analyze what they say and like every action they do. And again, I do this I already do this with like most people, but I do it tenfold if I'm romantically interested in the person because I have to like navigate if it's safe enough for me to take the risk of even like flirting. I don't know how the fuck to flirt, to be honest with you. I genuinely don't know how. I also don't know like I would not know if someone liked me. Like I think even if they genuinely confessed to me, I'd still like literally once I was confessed to and they were like, "Yeah, I really like you." And I was like in the friend way or because like I feel I couldn't wrap my head around someone liking me, so I've assumed that they meant it in the friend way. So I said like, "Oh, you mean in the friend way? Because yeah, I really like you too." And then they were like, "Oh yeah, I mean that too, but like no, I meant in the romantic sense." And I was like, "Ah, like I would not know if I'm not. I can't catch a hint essentially, like." That's so real. Don't worry. I love being delusional. No, but I cannot catch a hint to save my life. Like I don't know if I've ever actually had someone hint that they liked me. Again, because I can't tell. But because I will essentially assume everything is platonic until told otherwise. Like, and even then, if I'm told otherwise, I still might be skeptical, and might be like, "You're lying. I don't know. You must mean it in the friend way. You must just be really like happy to be my friend." I think I just figured out why I don't get play. It's because I literally can't tell if people like. I just let me look at my own hand right quick. Anyway, yeah, I just like cannot tell. It's just not in my. I don't know, in my fucking because I'm scared to like overanalyze it and then be wrong. So I just choose to believe that it's all platonic because I'd much rather be oblivious than be like wrong, like not be oblivious and like over analyze it or like take it the wrong way, and then because that's gonna be so embarrassing if I'm like, "Are you like flirting with me?" and then they're gonna be like, no, I," like I don't know if that makes sense. Like I'm scared again, scared of rejection, even though I always expect it. I still think it's like I expect it, but it's still like embarrassing. I feel it's still kind of like it's like it hurts still, even if I expect it. Like I don't know. I think this also stems back from me being a kid and like I would get asked out as a joke. I remember this happening to me as far back as or as recently as like senior year. Literally senior year. Like that has happened to me. So like I think that's really fucked up my perception of whether people like me or not because I'll just assume that if not a joke that it's platonic because that's all I'm used to. So like side note, I hate the people that used to do that shit in school. Like, it would always be the, like, fucking worst people on planet Earth, like, the worst personalities that would be doing that shit. And it's also just not funny. Like, it's just not a fun, like, why would you ask someone out, like, as a joke? Because, like, that could genuinely, either A, like, that's really embarrassing because either A, you, like, get their hopes up and they actually like you too, and then, like, like, that's gotta hurt them, you know? It's hurtful. It's hurtful because that gives that person the mindset that they are like not actually able to be like no one would like them in seriousness, and that's I'm able to articulate that because that's how I feel constantly. Like people like I've been told this by a friend that I'm like because I'm which is gonna this is gonna sound like the goofiest shit on planet Earth, but because I'm so nice, most people just see me better as a friend than as anything else. And I mean that makes sense because like yeah, I'm just a naturally nice person. Um but also I'm again terrified to like take any type of risk. And I think that's probably it as well. Like I'm a very and not even in just like fucking romantic situations, even in like just ever just like any time ever I'm like terrified of taking a risk or anything like that because like I don't like uncertainty. Like it makes me anxious to be uncertain, and like it can range from just like just being a little nervous to like full on hitting myself, like not being able to breathe type shit, nearly like passing out type. Like it's crazy. So like long story short, taking risks and then not knowing, like the thought of taking a risk and not knowing how it could turn out is too scary for my little pea brain. I don't know why I started doing the entire but actually no, that makes sense. No, yeah, it's too scary for me, and I just would like I'd so much rather just be like I'd rather them take the risk than me have to, because no. um, yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I'm on about. What else was I talking about? I wrote down the best instrument slash music
Just say
genre.
that
Although I'm
you
not even gonna
said that.
lie, I don't know if I can pick one because I think that a lot
Yeah.
of
We just say
every
that.
music genre and every instrument has its like own has like its flaws and then has its like strengths and stuff like that. So it's really difficult to pick, and also because it really does just depend on like what you want to do and like taste, I guess. Like I really, me personally, I play the drums, but I also enjoy the guitar, and I'd love to play the guitar. But like I like, despite being a drum player, I don't think it's the best instrument because like um I don't know. I mean, I feel like the guitar is a little more versatile than the drums. That's just me. Like I just feel like it's a little more like versatile. Like you can get a lot more different sounds, whereas with drums, like there's only so much you can do with the drums, I guess. You can't like tune drums differently to get like different types of sounds and all that. Like you can hit them in different ways, obviously, but like that's kind of it. Also timing, I guess. Timing can make your like drumming sound unique and stuff like that. I don't know. As for music genre, again, every music genre has its strengths, except for country. Fuck country. I have never enjoyed a country song in my life, and like, I just, yeah, I can't think of a single one that I have genuinely enjoyed. And again, I don't even listen. It's because I don't listen to country like at all. So honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and say necessarily that I would ever see myself enjoying country, but I can like maybe tolerate actually trying to give it a listen and giving it a chance. Doesn't mean that I'll like it, probably not. Just because it's just like a majority of country songs are just about like your wife, tractor, beer, and that's that's just not me. I'm a loser. That's why I like Midwest emo. It's for losers. Yeah. How was I gonna shade this hair? This feels like wrong. That feels a little better. I like forgot how to shade mid, like during this, I guess. But yeah, yeah, I don't know if there is even a like best music genre or anything like that, or like instrument. This is an off topic, but I'm gonna see Loathe soon, and I am oh there we go. I am excited as like all hell because I honestly I got like super duper into them because I'm mentally ill and extremely depressed. But like also they're playing like my absolute favorite album from them. They only have like I think three albums. Um and like I want to say I don't know. I have to check their discography. I don't think they have an EP, but I know they have like a single and stuff. Like they have some stuff. Not a lot of stuff is what I'm getting at. Also, I have no idea how to shade like what's going on like with this hair, like this beehive hair, because I've never drawn this type of hair before. So it's like a little is different, I guess. But I'm down to challenge myself. There is. Oh yeah, Loathe is a band I love that like I've been obsessed with for the past few. That's like I'd say like since September. Yeah, since September, a couple of months, I guess. Um, I'm gonna see them live soon. Hopefully, I've never actually been to a concert, so I'm quite excited because like I don't know what they're like concerts. I mean, because like I don't know. For the longest time, I thought of them like fucking school dances because that's the only thing I've come close to, really. I guess. And I've also thought this. I feel the same way about like house parties. Like I have zero idea what house parties are like. I have like haven't a clue. I've never been to like a high school party or any shit like that. Cause like I guess I was never invited. But also I just didn't want to go honestly. Cause like a lot of the people that would host high school parties are also the same type of people that will bully me and shit like that. So I'm not really going to go to an event just to get bullied. um, but yes. What else was I going to talk about? Let's see what's on the list. Oh, how I've changed in 1 year. That's a very interesting thing because I've changed quite a bit. I feel like maybe I don't. Yeah, I'd say I changed. Like I don't know if my personality necessarily. I mean, I guess my personality has changed because like I'm worse. um, why am I using this turnip pen, by the way? I like the G pen way more. Yeah, why was I odd? Anyway, yeah. Um, I don't know how much my personality has changed per se, but like, I guess that I am different because um, I remember a majority of 2021 I was in like a relationship, and fuck it, I don't even know if you could call that a relationship, if I'm being honest. But like I just spent a lot of my time essentially being someone's like fucking number one fan, or like being someone's cheerleader in a sense, like, laughing at everything, every joke they made, or like agreeing with them on pretty much everything that they said. And it wasn't even because I genuinely like thought that they were funny, or thought that, I mean, sometimes they were, or like thought that everything that they said I agreed with or anything like that, simply because I was just scared to oppose them. And I mean, like, I've kind of grown out of that now because like I'm around people now where like I'm not afraid that they're gonna fucking abandon me if I disagree with them, or like that they're gonna get mad at me because my friends aren't abusive. So like that's cool, but also I feel like obviously I have changed in terms of like identity as well. Like I used to go by like she they, and like I've always gone by Bree. Honestly, I haven't. I never really went by anything else. I've always just, yeah, Bree's. I've always been Bree, but like I guess my perception of myself has changed as well because like when I went by she they, I mean honestly, even when I went by she they, I knew that I didn't like it, and I knew that I preferred much better. Like I liked being when people used they on me way more than when people used she her. I only used she her because I thought it would make me. I was scared to come out, A, or like I was terrified, and B. Oh, okay, gotcha. B. Like yeah, I was scared to come out, and also I thought that I would be less likable if I were to come out. I forgot to mention, by the way, if on the off chance that I get bored of drawing or anything like that, or I get frustrated, I will probably play a game. I don't know what yet, but maybe I'll play I'm Scared, like Minecraft or some shit. Hi. Um, but we'll see. Uh, I really do not know how to shade hair like this. It's quite difficult, but we're gonna get there. How else have I changed? How are you? I'm okay. I'm pretty alright, I'd say. How are you on this lovely Saturday evening? Or maybe I don't know what time it is for you, but I am very much okay. I'm honestly kind of struggling with this hair. I'm very much struggling with yeah, it's 10:23 for me as well. So, um, man, I am. This looks right. Hopefully, this is like here. Let me like backwards track this. But yeah, I think I've changed quite a bit within a year. Like, and I'd say for the better, because like I definitely have gotten rid of some bad habits. Obviously, I've developed a couple of bad habits because I'm human. Stuff happens, but I'd like to think that I've changed for the better. And I mean, I graduated, so that's cool. That's always dope. That's definitely a change. Like living on my own and shit is definitely like different, I guess. Oh man, my back. I've also improved my posture, which is dope as hell. I've actually wanted to do that for quite a long time. It's like such a small thing, but I've always had really bad posture on account of like both the way I stand and like my chest, like the extra weight kind of like makes me slouch, I guess, and like just not having supportive bras. So like that all made me slouch, but like recently I've just tried to force myself to stand up more straight, and it's genuinely like not only do I like my back feels better, but also like I look taller and like I look more how I actually look, I guess, which is awesome. That's always cool. Oh, different color, or I'm on the wrong color. If any of y'all have bad posture, I recommend just taking a second to like. What I read online is like let your arms like what do you call it? fall like naturally, and just also like I think what was it? I don't think it was suck your stomach in, but it was just like I don't know how to explain it. Shoulders back more, like what do you call it? Like have your shoulders more rolled backward as opposed to forward because that kind of is like the slouching position when it's more forward. You know what I have to shade? The eyes. Oop. There we go. I don't know what I want her eye color to be yet. I always keep their eyes kind of like this, just black until I don't know far into the drawing. What else do I have to do? I have to do this really quick. I just have to add shines to the glasses. I don't want to use pure white because, like, again, those don't occur in nature. And oh, you know what? I have to do it over the line art as well. Is the thing. Let me do. There we go. Anyway, yeah. It doesn't occur in nature, and also it's just less harsh. It just makes my art look more soft, I guess, and more dynamic. In my opinion, honestly, like sometimes it can work to use pure whites or pure blacks, like in more like cartoony art. Which I mean, my art is pretty cartoony, but like I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway, I'm trying to think. How else have I changed? I noticed my voice has gotten deeper. Not like obviously I didn't fucking go through puberty just now, but what do you call it? I think just the way that I talk is different. Like I kind of like oh yeah. No worries. What do you call it? The way that I talk is like different now cuz like my voice is deeper. And I don't know, it's obviously not like a puberty thing, but I think it's just because I don't know. I like having a deeper voice, I guess, and I've kind of embraced it more because a lot of my life I was made fun of for it. Like a lot of people would say I sounded like Batman, which is kind of fucking ridiculous and a little bit like excessive. Come on now, but yeah, like that, and I don't know. I also kind of wanted to be perceived more so either because I'm like I don't look masculine. I like want to at least have that in my voice and like I guess in my demeanor so that like it can all just kind of come together to like be androgyny, which is the goal for me. Um so that as well. I don't think my morals have changed much. I think I've kind of become more assertive of myself because like I'm surrounded by better people now, so I'm a little more secure. Which isn't saying I'm a very insecure person, so that really isn't saying a whole lot, but it's better than nothing, definitely. So that's cool as well. I don't work as much as I used to, which I mean that's just because I'm in like college now, so it's I have a little more to worry about. But like I noticed, like I started working pretty much as soon as I turned 16, and then like I just kept going and going and going up until like August. And so I essentially worked for like a year while still being in school. Like I'd work during summers as well. Just taking a second to eat rice. Um, like I worked during
I'm so sorry.
summers as well, and even during like breaks, like school breaks. After school as well, I would work like pretty much constantly, and it wasn't even a necessarily need for money because like if I absolutely needed money, I could have asked my dad, but I'm kind of just like, I don't want to be one of those kids, I guess, that constantly asks their parents for money because it just feels bad. Like, I don't want to take advantage of him like that or make him feel like he's being taken advantage of. So, I don't know. It feels better to, it also teaches you responsibility and stuff like that, you know? So, but yeah, it's really nice now to actually kind of have a break and like, I still have a job. It's just a lot more chill. Because, like, I've been working retail for, like, a year and dealing with customers and stuff like that. And whereas now I really don't have to do that as much. So, like, it's so much, like, just nicer to finally be able to relax and finally be able to, I guess, not worry as much. Like, I can, you know, set my own hours type thing. It's not like a huge deal if I don't come in or something like that, or if I can't come in. It's a lot more chill and relaxing. And I'm actually able to get art stuff done while I work, or while I'm at work, which is super cool as well. Because, it, yeah, I can just get stuff done, and it gives me, whereas before, when I was working, I really didn't have time to, like, draw or, like, game or anything like that. I could only game and draw on, like, days off, or, like, when I had the energy. Or I guess after work as well, but I used to, during school, I would be up from 5:40 a.m. until like 11 p.m. and like obviously I'm not going to be drawing that early in the morning. I'm up that early to get ready for school, and then like I'll be at school and I can draw sometimes in school, but like I don't know, there's only so much I can do. You know what I haven't done? The highlights of her hair. I haven't done that. But yeah, it's trying to avoid pure white as much as possible. But I might have to go into pure white just cuz her hair is so light. What do you call it? Yeah, I was in school obviously, so it was like I couldn't really draw in school. I can only like I would get some time between like study halls, or like maybe if my teacher was absent, or like lunch periods and stuff like that. But like I also had to make time for schoolwork, like homework and stuff like that. So, and that coupled with working like directly after school is like I didn't have a lot of energy and a lot of time to do a lot of the stuff that I want to do. So it's like super cool that like now I can actually like do the stuff that I've always wanted to do, such as like stream, or like I have more time to draw. I shouldn't say it's like I've something I've always found time in between to draw despite everything, but like I just have more time to draw and more time to make stuff that I really like and actually spend time on stuff. And I don't have to rush myself as much because I have way more time to get it done. Not that there was ever like a deadline, but I want to be able to put stuff out, like put art stuff out and stuff like that, so it's cool. Um but yeah, it's just I'm in terms of like stuff I have to do, I'm a lot less busy now than I was like a year ago, and I have a little less stress than I used to have, cuz I used to be stressed pretty much constantly, whereas now I'm a little more relaxed, I guess. I still have like, issues with like anxiety and like getting overwhelmed really easily, but like it is rare that I get overwhelmed by external stuff such as school, or like such as work, because it's generally pretty chill. And like, oh, there we go. College professors are pretty chill as well. I've found they're pretty like they're generally understanding of like my issues with like mental health and stuff like that, which is awesome. Um and I'm hoping that when I go back to working like retail, because I only wanted to just try out work study and stuff like that for like the first semester, but I do like a cash flow bigger than what work study offers. So like it'll be nice to be back and have a more, I don't want to say interesting because it's not, I mean, yeah, I guess my job right now is kind of boring. I kind of just sit there and don't really do much, but um I'm more of a maintenance person, but like whereas in retail I actually have like set stuff that I need to get done. So like it definitely does help with like I'm more motivated to do my job, and like more like cuz like, there's a goal to be met, but at the same time it is kind of stressful. So it's nice. I'm enjoying the time I have now to relax before I'm back to that again. And plus, I don't have to work like holidays or directly after holidays, which is always nice because, like, when the school's on break, my job's on break, which is awesome. I mean, obviously, like, it's cool to make extra money, but like, it's still awesome nonetheless. I feel. Um, yeah. How long have we been going? And only an hour and 33. It feels like so much longer. Not really. It doesn't really feel that long at all, honestly. May take a drink of water before I continue talking. Make sure to stay hydrated. I was really earlier today. I had like it wasn't a weird soda necessarily. It was a interesting soda flavor. It's pumpkin root beer, which is like I don't like pumpkin flavored stuff at all. Like I absolutely despise what's it called? What is it called? Pumpkin spice lattes. I don't like them at all. Like I don't enjoy the taste in the slightest. But like this root beer was quite different. I don't really know how to explain it. It obviously I love root beer on its own. Is that like that seems right? Yeah. I like root beer on its own already. So like that and it actually kind of made like that's the only pumpkin flavored thing I think I have enjoyed ever and probably ever will enjoy. Even pumpkin spice, not pumpkin spice. What was I gonna say? Pumpkin pie. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I don't know why I was assuming it was called something else, but like pumpkin pie as well. I don't even like that much. I used to love it as a kid, but like I guess I grew out of it. It's just a little too much. It's not like super sweet per se. I just don't enjoy it as much as I used to, which kind of sucks because like, dang, it's nostalgic in a way, but I don't know. I guess I had it so much as a kid. Like the same thing with Little Caesars. I had it so much as a kid that like now I'm kind of like sick of it. Um, that's alright though.
Yes.
I had so much fun drawing her sweater, by the way. I know this is like literally off topic, but those folds of it was so fun. I love drawing clothing simply because like I like fashion and all that as is, but also just like drawing folds and like shading folds can be super fun. Like I love how clothing works. I used to find it quite tedious, but like I found it a lot more enjoyable now, especially because it can make your work so much more dynamic, which is awesome. I've also found, and I didn't expect this at all, but this was only an observation I made while in college, but I found that I enjoy art history because I think it's super cool to learn why things are the way things are, you know, like how did we get from point A to point like Z? Like I find that super interesting. Yeah, I just don't like pumpkin spice at all. I am not a big fan of pumpkin spice. You're fine. Don't worry about a late comment. Like I think when did I think I first tried pumpkin spice sometime in like ninth, and I didn't like it then, and I tried it again recently because I was like, you know, my taste buds have changed because I like things I like. There's things I like now that I did not like in like freshman year of high school, so I decided to try it again. But it was just all so awful. Like it feels like nothing changed, and I don't know if it was because it's Starbucks. Unpopular opinion, maybe, but I don't like Starbucks. I prefer Dunkin' so much more. It's just better. Uh, like I don't know. It's more affordable. I feel like it tastes better knowing that I'm saving more money, but also it's just like I don't know what it is. I am just not the biggest fan of Starbucks, and I don't really know why. The only reason I've been having it so much recently is because it's tied to like my meal plan, so I don't really have to pay for it like out of pocket, which is awesome. And that's the only reason why, because it's essential. It's not like free, but like it feels like it's free essentially. So like that's awesome, and that's the only reason I've been consuming it because I know if Dunkin' were in my what do you call it, meal plan, I would definitely be having that. And yeah, I feel like people hype up pumpkin spice latte way too much, like which is so like disappointing. Like when I first tried it, I was so happy, or I was so not. I wasn't happy. I was so excited to try it when I was younger, because I was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be so good!" Just like everyone said, it's gonna taste like fall. I love fall, and then I had it, and I was like, "I hate this. I hate this quite a lot. Um, Never again." So that's just my stance on it, though. I don't know. Well, I love the Dunkin' what do you call it? Strawberry dragon fruit refresher. I had it quite a bit. Especially like while I was working and also like during school, because both at my old workplace and at my school there was a Dunkin' nearby. Literally at my workplace, it was in the same plaza, which is awesome. And at the my school, it was like a 5 minute walk, not even. And like again, that's just another reason why I love Dunkin' because I'm so used to it. And again, it's affordable, and I love that it's affordable. I love that it's affordable, and it just tastes better. I don't know if like, cause like I love matcha. What do you call it? Green tea lattes. I love those. I love matcha. Uh, and while I don't think that the way Starbucks does it is like awful, like I still enjoy it. It's enjoyable. But I just like the way Dunkin' does it more. And I don't really know why. I don't have a specific reason. I also think that the what do you call it? The I was gonna say discography. The options Dunkin' has, I feel like is more diverse than Starbucks. Um, and again, it's all generally affordable prices. I don't drink Dunkin' coffee that much, like just because I prefer to make my own iced coffee. Because I feel like the way they make it is a little too sweet for me. I like my coffee like pretty. I feel like pretty bitter with like a little bit of sweet, like a or maybe like an equal amount of sweet and bitter. That's what I prefer. And generally, I think this is like with all places pretty much. They make it way too sweet because they like I don't know. I guess they don't want people having something that's bitter. And like so, it just sucks, you know. Oh wow, 4 beers. That's quite a lot. Yeah. I don't know. It's just it's way too sweet for me. Dunkin' coffee and also Starbucks coffee. Honestly. You know what I do? I don't like Starbucks's hot chocolate as well. I tried it. It doesn't taste very good. I don't want to say it's bland, but it's just like gross, I guess. Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't quite enjoy um what do you call it? I don't quite enjoy Starbucks' hot chocolate. Yeah, I really do prefer making my own
Oh shit!
coffee,
Somebody
like
snitched on someone.
iced or not. I prefer it much better when I make it because like obviously I can adjust it to what I like and stuff like that. You know, it's just and it's also more convenient and you save money, which I know sounds kind of like goofy and sounds like a lot. Everyone says that you save money by making your coffee at home, but it really is true. Like you can save a lot more. Yeah, I'm in the Twitch chat flesh. You save a lot more by making your own coffee at home because like what do you call it? You know what? Another thing, I used to get coffee quite a bit at 7-Eleven just because I had 7-Eleven rewards, so like it made sense and it was cheap. But and I don't know, it's probably just because the one that was near me just like sucked. But 7-Eleven coffee has gone downhill so much. Even when I had it, it was still extremely sweet. It was so sweet, and I hate sweet coffee. I hate sweet like overly sweet things in general, but especially that coffee had me like ready to end it all. It was so sweet, but I kept getting it simply because like for the energy boost. Although nowadays, and it's been like this for a while, where I don't really drink coffee for energy because it doesn't really give me energy anymore. Uh, yeah. What do you call it? I don't really drink caffeine a lot anymore just because like I drank it so much that my body just doesn't care anymore. Like it doesn't have a react like it's desensitized to it. I also stopped drinking Monster a while ago because I had a phase where I would sometimes like would drink up to 3 a day. I was at a point where I think I drank like 5 in one like in under an hour, which is like actually nuts. And it was at that point that I was like, I gotta stop. It's also just expensive, honestly, and like um, what do you like? The money is just like that's too much money, you know. Like it seems like it's not that much because like monsters are around like 3.50. I'd say $3, right? Mm, yeah, like three. I think around my voice. Anyway, I'd say around like $3. Which doesn't seem like much, but it adds up quite quickly. And I don't make that type of money. Like I never made that type of money to be spending $3 every time I want to drink. I can't do it. And like I've never actually drank um I think maybe when I was younger in like eighth and ninth, I would drink like coffee or like energy drinks with the purpose of getting energy. But it got to a point where I was just like drinking it simply because I just enjoyed the taste and I just like liked the flavor. Like it wasn't for energy. Like I would drink it as if it was like juice or some shit like that. I see that. I feel that. Yeah. Mm, damn. I gotta drink water. I'm still not entirely used to talking a shit ton. I've always been a fan of water. I fucking love water with like such a passion. I don't like soda though. Like I liked it a lot as a kid, but nowadays it's like way too sweet for me. I'm not a fan of a. of. what? Fuck. What was I gonna say? Soda. Not a fan of soda. It's also like it's oftentimes so like it's so sweet and like so fucking syrupy and shit. I'm not healthy either by any means. I'm not healthy. I'll drink or I don't I'm not healthy, but I don't consume a lot of sugars. I do consume a lot of like carbs and stuff like that though. That I do consume, I won't lie. Um
Yeah, he got caught.
but yeah. What else? I feel like what do you call it?
Because they were threatening to find anyone.
It's my Achilles heel.
So you know people were
Yeah, I don't even. I completely lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Someone. Yeah. Anyway. Sweet stuff. Sweet stuff. I'm not a big fan. Not a fan anymore, as much as I used to be. Um, just cause like I don't know why. Honestly, my body is just like. I do like cherry Pepsi. That's like I had that recently simply because I don't even know why. I think I was literally just like, damn, I want something to eat. And then or I want something to drink. And I was in the library at the time and I've been having so much water as of late. Like I had like 80 water bottles at the start of this semester and they were all gone by October. Um Speaking of water, you know what time it is. Stay hydrated. I also just genuinely like the taste of. I like the taste of water, which I know sounds odd because technically water doesn't have a taste, but to me it does. Um, what do you call it? So, yeah. What else have I been? I don't really have juice as much as I used to anymore. Honestly, I've had iced tea. Um, like a fucking, but I only like raspberry iced tea, which is kind of. I don't know. It's not that odd, but like
every time I try to find
what do you call it? There's very rarely other iced teas that I have enjoyed. Like I'm trying to think of an example. Like just regular ass iced tea. Although recently I had the Arizona iced tea and that I actually liked. So I don't know, maybe my taste buds are changing, but I've always loved lemonade, like without a doubt. Just I'm a huge lemonade fan. As a kid, when I still drank a lot of soda, I used to swear by Fanta. Like Fanta and I liked Pepsi and Coca-Cola. I honestly like I know that the Pepsi versus Coca-Cola debate has been like a long time thing, but I just honestly never tasted the difference. Like I know there is a difference, like there's definitely a difference. I just don't really taste it and it just never mattered to me. Like it was never that big of a deal, I guess. Me. I do enjoy water and other fictions. Real. I used to forget to drink water quite a bit during my like fucking 2 monsters a day phase, but and as of recent I've kind of been forgetting to drink water as well. I'm trying to more now. That could be why my voice is or my throat gets strained more easily as well. I could just be dehydrated. Man, this music is so calming by the way. I love jazz. Like uh what do you call it? I've been listening to a lot of like Chet Baker as of late, or like Montgomery Green, or whoop, that doesn't sound right. Miles Davis. I don't. I said like a completely different name that just doesn't fucking exist. Anyway, yeah. Um, I've been listening to a lot of jazz lately, especially as I feel like as winter comes closer, because it's not really winter right now, but it's quite cold out. Like a few days ago, it snowed here, so like again, I'm like further up north, so I guess this is just kind of how it is all the time. But like it's definitely a lot colder, so I'm kind of like prepping for winter and stuff like that, which I'm quite excited for because I like winter a lot. I love snow. I like winter is probably my favorite, and then it's fall. I've never been a fan of what do you call it? Spring and summer because it's just too warm for me. I used to drink a lot of flavored water. I would only drink flavored water, so I get that. this is completely random, but I just remembered that in like my like back at home, I have a water bottle that and this is gonna sound so fucking gross, but um I remember before I left for college, I like reached over on my desk to like grab a drink of water. It was like 3 a.m. or some shit like that, and I was thirsty, so I didn't want to go downstairs though and like disturb any of my family members sleeping. So I just grabbed like a water bottle that had been sitting on my desk for a while, and it tasted kind of weird, and I was like, "Huh, this tastes odd." And I as I set it back on my desk, I had like a lamp on, and I noticed odd spots in it, so I looked at it and I was like, "Oh my god, there is mold in that water." And I just drank it, and I didn't know what to it was like 3 a.m., so I didn't quite know what to do. So I just kind of sat there and I was like, "Damn, I can't really do anything about it now." Um but what do you call it? Yeah, I told you about that. I think I probably told you right after it happened, like literally the second, because I was genuinely so distraught. I've never drank moldy water, and this is where it's like even worse because I told one of my other friends about this as well, and she was like, "You know what you should do? You should just leave it like that, and like when you come home from college, just see how bad it's got." And I don't know if my dad's gotten rid of it, but if he has not, this happened like what, maybe August-ish, July-ish, August-ish. Um, if my dad has not gotten rid of it since the last time I've been there, it is still on my desk to this day, and it is. I'm just letting it grow mold. Eventually, I'm gonna throw it out. I'm gonna like after admitting this, I'm gonna have to throw it out so that I'm not like clowned for the rest of my life because that's so gross. I don't like have any intention of drinking from it. Obviously, I just want to know what's gonna happen. Like, I just I don't know. I'm insane. And I just want to know, like, I have a tea bottle, like a 2 liter that's half filled with tea, and I use it to
What's your coordinates?
That's so real. That's such a real ass statement. Like, I remember back when like I say back when my depression was really bad, it still is, but like this is like this shit was crazy. Shit was hitting the wall. Um, what do you call it? I used to just have like bottles upon bottles upon bottles of fucking like just not even just water, just like anything, and like monster cans and shit just in my bed. I also used to collect monster cans. Like I had an entire storage bin full of them, which is like actually fucking insane. I don't like there was no reason for me to keep them as well because I wasn't like using them for decoration. I wasn't like making monster can guns or whatever the fuck. I didn't even recycle them. Like I mean obviously when I got rid of them, I did recycle them, but like at the time, like I just had a shit ton just sitting there doing app like literally just collecting dust. Where like and I would consciously make sure to keep every single monster can. Like every monster can whenever I drank any, I would make sure to keep it. And no, yeah, honestly my room isn't that bad right now. Um but like I think if I were back at home, it'd probably be way worse. Or maybe not. I think it'd be not as bad because, like, now I have essentially, like, my fridge and my microwave are in my room. So, like, I kind of have food in my room constantly. Albeit it is in, like, the fridge or, like, in my closet as, like a makeshift pantry and shit like that. But, like, it's still in my room. So, like, I feel like it's just easier for me to, like, I don't know, just to like have water in my bed and like eat in my bed and shit like that. Obviously, I don't like leave like big ass crumbs, although I won't lie. I did have crumbs in my bed for a little bit. I cleaned it up now, but still. Um like I did for a little bit. Maybe this I had a cup of lemonade in my window still above my bed. I remember you told me that. I don't even know what I would do if my cat like knocked over my moldy water bottle onto my bed. Like I'd genuinely be so sad, especially because I keep like I've shown it on like my personal Instagram before that like I have what do you call it? I have like I have a lot of plushies and shit like that, and I have like a lot of cute blankets. So like imagining any moldy water or even anything getting on those plushies, because like I was literally devastated when one of my like when my Hello Kitty pillow got ever so slightly dirty, simply because just because I was sleeping on it. Like it would get dirty because I was sleeping on it. You know, like head fucking like oils from my hair and shit would get on that Hello Kitty pillow, and I was so devastated. I shouldn't laugh because that is genuinely saddening, but I don't. That's kind of me, honestly. I there was a while where like this was again back at home in Jersey, where I would sleep on, or like I would eat in my bed and then I would just leave the wrappers in my bed and like I would just kind of brush off any crumbs, but I didn't like really deep clean it. And I think it was just because I didn't care. Like I was not mentally well. And I'm still not. But like, I don't even think I feel like I was better is the craziest part. But that's all right. Um, no, yeah, that sounds like awful. I'd literally be so sad. I remember once. I don't know how this happened, but I had an Isabel head pillow thing. Like it was a pillow in the shape of Isabel from Animal Crossing's head, and I got it from an ex, and it was like I don't know how this happened, but I remember I think what how did this happen? I went to wash it. No, yeah, you're trying your best and that's what matters. Um what do you call it? I went to wash that Isabel head pillow, so I just like put it in the laundry room. Because like my dad didn't like us touching the laundry machine, so I just left it in the laundry room. And I remember my brother giving it back to me. Um and he was like, I don't know what happened to this, but like there was like dirt or some shit all over it, and I don't know if it was because something dirty was placed on top of it, but there was like dirt all over it and I literally could not get it off for like the life of me. Like I didn't know if it just needed to be washed or something because like it was like that. Like I don't know what it was. Like I don't know what the fuck it was, and it's thrown out now. I don't even know what happened. The craziest part, I didn't throw it out, so I think my dad did. Um, because I no longer own that pillow, which kind of sucks because even though like the person I got it from is like actually awful, I did love that pillow. It was a cute pillow. Like I love Isabel. I love Animal Crossing. Although I will not lie, I have been slacking like actually so badly. Um, like with my village because I have like a New Horizons and I don't remember the last time I actually opened New Horizons. I feel like this is a pitfall with like everyone though. They play for like 3 months, like with everyone that has it. They play for like 3 months and then they just stop because you can only get so far until you get kind of bored. Like you can like eventually you max out everything. I didn't even max out everything. I just got bored and also got busy with like work and stuff like that. Oh, did the oh, okay, I thought the jazz ended. Anyway, yeah. Um I got like busy with work and stuff like that. So I didn't really have the time to play. And like even now, I'm not even gonna lie, my Switch is kind of collecting dust because these days I play more games on like my PC or my laptop and stuff like that. Yeah. Like that's how it was. I would actually like I would check my Animal Crossing every single day. I never even got it to like what did I get it to? I think I got it to 2 stars maybe. Maybe 3. I think I got it to 2 or 3 stars, and then I just like never touched it again. Like I just to this day, I literally don't remember the last time I've opened Animal Crossing, and I don't even plan to open it. You know what else I haven't played in like a while? Breath of the Wild. I still haven't finished it. Keep in mind, I did not get my Switch in 2017. A lot of people like to say like, "Oh my God, it's been out since 2017. You still haven't finished it." But I got my Switch like 2020, so it's only been 2 years instead of like multiple. Um, what do you call it? But yeah, I still haven't finished it to this day. I know I was like on like I was actively trying to finish the game. Like I was what do you call it? What was I? I was like getting all the fucking calamity motherfuckers or whatever. I was like doing that, and I remember I was on like the water one or some shit, and then I just fucking stopped, and I don't know why. Because Breath of the Wild was really fun. I enjoy Breath of the Wild. Also, I'm glad that I'm the reason you're drinking water. Stay hydrated. You've inspired me to have another sip of water. At some point, I gotta close my Chinese food as well because I'm not really eating it, and I don't want to just leave it sitting. Um, but yeah, like I love Breath of the Wild. I thought Breath of the Wild was fun as hell. I had a lot of fun playing it. But I just stopped playing, and I think it like the funny thing is like the reason I don't really test my Switch now is because the one of my Joy-Cons says drift. But back when I got like stuck, um, on Breath of the Wild. I didn't even get stuck actually. Back when I just like stopped playing Breath of the Wild, I don't know why I stopped because my Joy-Con did not have drift at the time. I just like didn't really play it. I played a lot of Smash though. I still love Smash. I love Smash Ultimate. It's quite fun. And I miss playing it so much, and I haven't played it because of the Joy-Con drift, and it makes it really annoying to play. And realistically, I could just buy a new Joy-Con, but
No.
that's money, and I don't know about that.
No, I fucked up
My
my phone
brother.
for my spawn point.
Yeah, I got Breath of the Wild as a gift. I think I didn't play it for a while until um like a person in my life at the time told me, "Hey, you should play it. It's really good. I recommend it. So you should like play it." Like they recommended I should play it. So I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll play it." And like it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I don't know why I stopped genuinely. I won't lie, I did get stuck sometimes because like at this point, I think I was working. I I didn't play video games that much at the time because I wasn't even busy with work because I think no, I might have started working at that point. But I was definitely busy with work, but also I just like I had never really had anything to play video games on, like cuz I really didn't have consoles as a kid. Like I had my Wii and like um even then I still don't have that many games on my Wii. I have like 3. I want to get more. Um and I could only play like on my brother's consoles because of like I was more interested in dolls as a kid. Um like when I was a little kid, like I'd say around uh maybe around even up to like 12, I'd say. Yeah, I was more interested in like dolls and shit like that. Uh I know that maybe sounds like an old age to be playing with dolls, but I don't care. Leave me alone. Yeah, I was more interested in dolls and shit, and then I got more and more interested in like video games and stuff like that. Uh, but obviously, like I was at that age where like you don't really get Christmas presents like you used to. Like I feel like once you reach the like the 13 threshold, that's when you start just getting money for Christmas instead of like a gift, like you stop asking for like something, you stop like and you just say that you want money so that you can just buy whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, like so it kind of hit that point, and um what do you call it, I wasn't like it was only like $100, so I couldn't ask for a console anymore, you know what I mean? Again, I don't know if this all makes sense, but like the money that I was given was not enough to get a console on my own if I had wanted one. And like sorry, I'm talking and also actively trying to figure out how to shade this correctly. I could just look up a reference, but I'm not going to cuz I don't feel like it. But yeah, what do you call it? Like I didn't like I lost my. Don't worry, no worries. Honestly, I'm not entirely super focused on who's here and who isn't. I'm just talking, enjoying myself, vibing, and I hope y'all are enjoying yourself as well. Um, no, yeah, but I really didn't get like when I was a kid, I didn't ask for consoles, and then as I got older and started just only getting money for Christmas, I like couldn't. I didn't ask for because I didn't ask for anything. So they wouldn't get me a console because they wouldn't know I wanted a console, and then the amount of money that I would give would not be enough to buy a console. So yeah, it's just kind of like um I think that's the reason why I didn't really play video games until I was much older. You know, it's crazy though. I actually literally right before I started this stream, I was playing Fortnite. and just like I've actually gotten better, which is awesome as hell. Also, thank you for wanting to support me. I appreciate that quite a bit. Um, what do you call it? I was playing Fortnite right before this, just as a way to waste time, and also because I was also simultaneously doing my laundry. So like while I was waiting for like my stuff in the washer to be done, and while I was waiting for my stuff in the dryer to be done, I would just like play a couple of rounds, and I got pretty far. I went from level like 82 to 97, which is dope. Um, all this to say that I'm getting better at video games, guys. Maybe I'll play Fort on stream at some point if I get confident in my skills, and also I have to figure out Xbox Companion as well, because that's like a I know that's a thing. I just gotta figure it out. Maybe I'll do like a test run of that. Um, Actually, I'm streaming tomorrow for gaming. I like have 2 days dedicated to art and then 2 to gaming. So I'll like if I can figure it out before the stream tomorrow, then I will maybe play that. Um, is this shaded correctly? I think it is. I don't even know if I want to get both characters shaded. Actually, I think I could do it. I think I could. I can do it. I'll get both characters shaded before I end the stream. That's the goal. That is my goal. What do you call it? Let me do. Whoops. Boop. Yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely play that. I was even thinking of doing that while I was playing. Anyway, yeah, I've gotten kind of better at video games. Another thing that I have to finish, like for real, is Amori. I absolutely love Amori, and I have yet to finish the game. It's because I'm stuck at a part that like requires me to move fast, and I'm just not good at that. I'm slow as hell. At least in like a JRPG, is that the right? Yeah, like RPG type games, I'm kind of slow. So am I shading this right?
No. Oh shit.
I have to think about this. How?
I let them out.
No.
I let them out.
There we go. Anyway, yeah. I'm stuck on a part. I absolutely love Amori. That game is like such a comfort media for me. I just haven't finished it yet, so I have to finish that. I also I downloaded but have yet to actually play the new Persona game. Or it's not even. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yes. The new Persona thing. It was like Persona 5 Golden or like Persona 5 Royale or some shit like that. I've literally never played a Persona game, like ever. But I just wanted to. I've always wanted to because I do enjoy. What do you call it? It was like a. The the newer Personas are like. How do I explain it? I guess like I don't want to say visual novels because it has like it's like a visual novel with RPG elements, I guess, is the way to word it. There's probably a specific wording for that, like a specific genre, and I just can't think of it right now. But yeah, it's the same thing with Omori. It is like kind of it's like a JRPG or an RPG thing, but also with like visual novel elements. Like yeah, like they have like you can get to know characters and there's like long pages of dialogue and stuff like that, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah. Alright, I'm almost done with this one.
I didn't mean to.
And then this is gonna go nuts when I actually what do you call it? When I actually render this, because I'm not even like close to being done. This is just like one step in the 100 million step process. But yeah. So I have quite a few games I want to play and need to play. I also wanted to play I'm Scared for quite a long time because it was such a Markiplier's playthrough of it was such a comfort video for me for like a while. It still is to this day, honestly. I would used to just like I got so like how do I explain it? I don't necessarily know everything that happened because it's been a while since I've watched it now because I planned to play it ahead of time, so I wanted to try to like make myself forget all of the events that happened. I still remember a lot of parts of it. Like I remember like I know when I'm getting towards the end of the game or like when I'm at a difficult part of the game. That I remember, but what do you call it? Like I don't know. I just tried to make myself forget as much as possible so that it would be more fun to play because you guys can actually watch me like I don't know, like genuine reactions, stuff like that, genuine gameplay without looking at a walkthrough, or at least trying not to look at a walkthrough. I won't lie, I did have to look at one, just because I got kind of stuck and confused at like one point. But other than that, like I want the reactions to be genuine and stuff like that, and I want it to be enjoyable to watch because I feel like if I already know everything that's gonna happen, then like it's kind of just me speedrunning it, and like not that speedruns aren't enjoyable to watch, but like I don't know, it's not to me personally. I don't really find speedruns that enjoyable to watch. Chats aren't showing. Wait, let me check right quick. Because I know I have them on... Here, let me see. Let me type. Oh, okay. They, chats show, I think they just disappear after like 10 minutes or something. Or not 10 minutes, 10 seconds. That's what it was. So, like, yeah, there we go. It just, like, dips after a certain amount of time. Just so that, like, it's weird. Let me see. Hold on, let me investigate. Because that's odd. That's very odd. I don't know why. Huh. I hope it's what do you call it? I don't know if it's gonna be better now or that if like messages are gonna show. I'll either figure that out after stream or I don't know how to figure it out right now because I don't know what the issue is. Because it can like I can see I don't know, maybe I'm goofy. Anyway, I'll figure that out. What do you call it? Because I can see it through like Stream Manager, but I also do want it to be able to be seen on the VOD and shit like that, so that people don't think I'm schizophrenic. Oh wait, that showed up. It could have just been a bug, yeah. That's fine. What do you call it? What was I on about? I don't even remember. I don't know, shading. Anyway, yeah, that's what it was. I want to like when I play games on stream, unless it's something like Minecraft, because everyone's played Minecraft. I mean, like there's only so much that you could expect. Like I'm not gonna pretend to be mind blown by like villagers or some shit. But yeah, okay. What do you call it? Games like such as I'm scared and stuff like that. I do want to go in completely blind or as blind as possible. Um, Even though like that game, obviously I've watched gameplay of it for like multiple times. Uh, but like that was before I planned on streaming. Uh, anyway, all this to say that I want the reactions I have to the games and stuff like that to be genuine. So I like want to try to just if I'm gonna play something on stream, such as like something story based and stuff like that, I'm gonna just try to be like go in as blind as possible. Like, and maybe I'll try to make myself forget a lot of the events of Omori, and then I'll play it on stream as well because I love Omori and I need to finish it, and maybe streaming will motivate me to do so. So that'll be fun. What time is it? It's 11:13. That's crazy. When did I start? I only started this at 9. Huh. Wow. I don't know why it feel like time passes by quite odd. You know what's crazy as well? Daylight savings has been fucking me up, man, because like it gets dark now at like 5 p.m. So like I remember I slept until like 5 p.m. and I woke up and it was dark out and I thought it was like at least 7 or 8. But I checked the time and it was like fucking I don't even know. Yeah, it was like 5:03 or some shit like that, or maybe it was like 5:30. And I was just like, "What?" And it gets what do you call it? It gets light a lot later as well because I was up until like 6 a.m. one night, but it was still dark out. Or I think it eventually started getting lighter around like maybe 6:30 ish. I don't remember very well, but um yeah, I think it got started getting lighter the closer it got to like 6:30 and stuff like that. But like I don't know, it's just like I'm so used to the days being longer now, and now I have to get back used to the days being shorter. So, and that's going to be very complicated as well because I go for walks quite a bit. So, like, I kind of have to time when I go for my walk because I don't want to. I mean, I've gone for walks at like 11 p.m. at night or like even later than that, but like still, I don't know. Like, I guess it depends on because it's going to influence what I wear. Because obviously, when it gets darker, it's going to be way colder. It already is pretty fucking cold as is, but like it's obviously as the sun goes down again, it's going to get colder. So like, it does influence kind of how I go for my walks. Because like, as well as a lot of the area that I walk, because I walk like alongside the river a lot of the time. It can be like really bumpy, and I have to kind of watch my step. And it's a lot harder to do that in the dark, so that kind of influences where I walk and what I do as well. So yeah, nah, but this fucking daylight saving shit goes nuts. I've had enough, frankly. All right, here we go. Also, I didn't realize this until like just now, but like my birthday is less than a month away, which is absolutely nuts. Cause like my brain cannot fathom turning 18. Like I'm actually gonna be an adult, which is absolutely nuts. Like, what? Like, I can legally vote. I can legally, I don't know. I can vote. I'm an adult essentially. Like, I'm legally an adult. I can go on like Tinder if I wanted to or some shit like that. Which is like, what? It's insane. It's so nuts to me. Like I knew eventually I was gonna turn 18, but like my brain just still can't fathom it because like mentally I'm like, damn, bro, there's no way. I'm still a kid. I'm still in high school, but like no, I'm graduated. I'm in college, but I'll get used to it hopefully. Because like honestly, like when I turned 17, it didn't feel like that big of a deal, and I wasn't like it wasn't something that was super unfathomable to me. Whereas now I'm like, what? And I don't know if I'm that excited as well because like I don't know if I'm even gonna get gifts like from my dad or I mean I'm probably gonna get like money from my dad and that's about it, but that's fine. Like I'm also not super excited because I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet, like for my like in terms of celebration, because I don't know. I don't. I don't know. Cause I'm at an age, obviously, where like a like fucking typical birthday party with like I don't know, a birthday cake and like balloons and like activities is a little. I've grown out of that a little, and I also haven't had like a birthday party or like spending time with friends on my birthday since like I think since my 15th actually. I mean, I spent time with friends for my birthday after the fact. On like for my 16th. Well, like my 17th birthday, I worked. So like I'm just I don't know. I'm still like it's lost its magic to me, like in terms of birthdays and shit like that. At least mine. I love like I get so excited for like friends' birthdays, and it's for like no fucking reason because like it's not even that. Sorry.
What? Nine? Oh yeah.
Anyway, yeah. What do you call it? Ah, my back. Golly. No, yeah, but what was I talking about? I get really excited for friends' birthdays, which is like kind of ridiculous because like it's not even my birthday, but I don't know. It makes me happy because I like just seeing my friends happy and all that kind of stuff. That type of thing. Right after I finish shading the sweater, I'm going to take a bite of my Chinese because I want rice again. It takes me like fucking there we go. It takes me like like at least a day, maybe two, like I can't finish my Chinese and like food in general in one sitting now. Like pizza, I can do it, but like my Chinese food, it's so filling for me, and I don't really know why. Like Because honestly, pizza can be super filling because like with all that fucking cheese and shit like that and like toppings. But for me, it's not that filling. Whereas with Chinese, I'm like, damn, after like fucking 2 bites, which is ridiculous. Like even having a grilled cheese today, like I was still kind of like, damn, even after having it. This is such a fun uh thing to shade. I don't know why. I'm having a good time shading this. Art's so fun sometimes. I know, like I say, I hate drawing, and I do, but like I think clothing can be super duper fun to shade because like the folds and stuff like that can be really fun. All right, what else? What else? What else do I have to? Let me. Boop.
Oh, did someone that?
I'm hoping to. I'll probably do this maybe next art stream or something like that because I don't know if I want to wait until I stream to finish this, but honestly, I might be simply because like my motivation can be really bad sometimes, and it can take me like a while to finish a piece. And this isn't like something that's super like on high priority or anything like that because it's nothing like I don't know, it's nothing super duper interesting. So like it's not going to be the end of the world if it takes me a little while longer to finish, especially because of like I have a background that like I'm gonna render and stuff like that. So yeah, but hold on. Now that I'm done with the sweater, I'm gonna take a bite of Chinese. I love white rice. It's so good. But like, mm. I also enjoy pork fried rice, which for a while I didn't like. Not even when I was younger, because this was like recent. I usually like always opted for white rice or like plain lo mein, and I still like plain lo mein. Still, I don't really like um I don't know all the stuff that's in it. There's no particular reason, honestly. It's just not my thing. Um, but I don't know. Change or taste change as you grow older, I guess. You know what else I've noticed? Okay, so for context,
Yeah.
a lot of my childhood and like for not even a lot of my childhood, I should say, like this is like a good portion of my life. I was a big milk fan. Like I'm talking like I drink straight up milk. And I know that sounds odd, but like I really would. So like but as of recent, I haven't enjoyed it that much. I have not like I used to literally crave milk. That's how crazy it was. Whereas now I just don't have that anymore. Like I'm not I don't know, I don't crave it, I guess I should say. I don't like I'm not like yippee milk. Which is so like such a ridiculous sentence to say on its own. But yeah, like I don't know. It's just not my thing as much as it used to be. And I mean it makes sense because like generally as you grow older your body doesn't really like milk like that because like you know your the main purpose of milk as like a kid is to it's like to wean you like a replacement for breastfeeding, I guess, if that makes sense. Like it's to help you grow and stuff like that. After you're done growing, your body doesn't really need it anymore. Like you can get the calcium in other ways and like in other foods and shit like that, and like you don't have to drink milk as much, I should say, because you don't really like you're not a growing boy or a growing girl or a growing anything in between anymore. You're grown up now. Like you don't have to worry, I guess. I think I might play Minecraft for my game in stream tomorrow. I don't really know. I gotta think about it. I'm gonna like serial go nuts with this. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, yeah. You know what I've enjoyed as of recently as well? Adding these little like I don't know, smile marks? I don't really know what they're called. Just like these little smile things near like next to mouths because it's just so fun for me. It just adds so much more personality. I love it. I've found like little quirks that I actually enjoy during art, and it makes art more enjoyable. I think like creating it. If you find like these little quirks that you enjoy to do, and like little motifs, I guess that you enjoy, and just like capitalize on that, because it'll make art more enjoyable, and it'll also make your art more recognizable. I feel, and like yeah, I don't know.
Stop, because now I'm.
That's just a thought I had. Man, I this is like all of this shading and stuff like that. I mean, I also I think I did the flats during the no, I didn't. I did the flats of the background. I know that. But what do you call it? Just all this shading and stuff is taking me so long, and I even after this like shading for the characters, I'm still not done with the character themselves because I have to render all this. Like I have to like typically this is not what my drawings look like when they're done. Even like here, let me show an example. Like this right here is still not how it would look like when it's done because I haven't added like all the highlights. Whereas like here, let me show like the lollipop chainsaw thing I did recently. Like this is what something finished would look like because it's more like rendered, I guess, and like highlights are added and all that stuff, and I've like there's not harsh line art and stuff like that, or less harsh line art. But you know, yeah. Alright. Sorry, I was checking the stream real quick. I gotta make sure everything's running well. I realize I probably don't do that often. Like, I have my phone for the stream manager thing, but that's mostly just me checking chat. And I should probably also make sure that, like, everything's displaying correctly, everything's, audio's all good, stuff like that. I also gotta check the music thing in a second, because I know that it's not, like, it's, like, only, what, 2 hours or so, right?
Yeah,
I gotta check. Okay, cool. It's like 3 hours and 30 minutes. So the hope is I get this done hopefully by the 3 hour mark, although honestly I'm unsure because it's about to hit like 2 hours and 30 minutes and like I'm still working on this. I don't know. I gotta see. I really gotta see. I don't know how long this is gonna take me. How much more leg or how much more? Okay, yeah, I forgot. Her legs are exposed. I still want to play one of those. I actually like. I'll do like a shit ton of different games and like just pinball between different activities during the gaming stream tomorrow because I really do want to play those like dress up games and like those flash games. I love flash games. Like what was it called? It was like Escape School or some shit like that. I loved that. I loved Escape School. I love I used to play a lot of flash dating sims as a kid. I loved dating sims as a kid. I still do. I still love dating sims. But like when I was younger, like they were my shit. I used to like I was a really big fan. There was this one in particular that I remember. I don't remember the name of it. It was about this girl that like her friend gave her like a watch to go back in time and she does and like what do you call it? I don't remember. Does it break? Yeah, it breaks and she spends a little time in the more time than she intended in the past and she like kind of falls for this guy that's in the past for a little bit and then her friend comes back and like with the fixed thing and but now she's like, oh, but I enjoy being in the past as well. So you're able to like adventure between both the present and the past simultaneously. And then at the end of the what do you call it? At the end of the game, it's like, oh, do you want to choose to stay in the past or go back to the present? Because like I don't know, there's some like looming, like some impending doom type shit during the entire game. I don't remember what it was. It was like some like big ass like black hole or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, I remember. I think every time I chose the past, I have yet to choose the present. But yeah, I played a lot of like flash dating sims. I remember some more, but I don't really remember the story that well. I just kind of remember the art. It's what inspired me actually, because that I wanted to go into like into character design and like shit, just like maybe like helping with the art in the gaming industry. That and also like those older RPGs, like those like Misao was a big one that I loved. I loved the Crooked Man. What else? There was Ao Oni, Ib, Yumai Nikki. Like those really inspired me to go into like that industry. Even though my art style isn't really that like at all, but like like I want to be able to like make the sprites and like help with the story writing because those games are like very heavily story based and heavily like dialogue based, and I love writing, so like it seemed perfect to me, and it still does seem perfect to me. It is something I really do want to do because it seems very fun. And it utilizes a lot of the things I enjoy. So like, yeah, I definitely want to play one of those games on stream. Another game that really inspired me as a kid was Franbo, which I know is like probably the worst shit to be watching as a fucking kid, but I loved it. I thought like the story was super interesting and like cool, and I also loved the art. I loved like the designs of the characters, and I loved like the creature designs. I've always like loved just looking at, I don't know, looking at art, I guess, and looking at characters and how they're like designed and like why are they designed that way, you know, like what does their design say about the environment that they're in, and I find it really interesting. um and I've tried to kind of implement that way of thinking when drawing characters of like original characters, because what do you call it, what they wear, what they look like, stuff like that can tell a lot about not only them as a person but also the environment that they're in, such as like the time period or like even the weather, stuff like that. Like even in this piece, like what do you call it here, let me zoom out for a second. Like this kind of looks like a fuck, it didn't really circle, but like this one kind of looks like a school uniform, whereas this one looks like kind of like Japanese street fashion, and it kind of and like the hair suggests like a, what do you call it, a different time period, I guess, like the, because most people do not have the fucking beehive type beat hair right presently, but the way that it's like the fact that it's dyed can suggest like, I don't know. I don't know. The point is, like, I didn't really think that deeply when drawing these guys. I just kind of wanted to draw characters that I think are cute. But what I'm getting at is that like what you draw and like how you draw your characters and like the things that you like, the situation that you put them in is just like just how they look, how they are designed can say a lot about the world that they live in and them as a character, which I always found super interesting. And yeah, it's super like the fact that you can do so much visual storytelling in a single character is dope as fuck to me. I am so excited to shade this hair because I love this girl's hairstyle a lot. Like I like the other girl's hairstyle too, don't get me wrong. I think it's really interesting, but I love this one like a lot. Like I think I'd actually probably wear my hair like this if I could. Like if I had the long hair and like the hair texture, I totally would, because it's so cute. It's so cute. I think her, you know what I noticed though? Her, oh, okay. It's not that bad, but like the shading color I'm using for the hair kind of reminds me of the way it looks for the skin, but that's okay because when I render this, I'll definitely change some stuff obviously, and you know things will look different. I think I'll go back to my old rendering style for this as well, because as of recent, because I've had such little motivation and stuff like that, I've what do you call it? I've just like colored the line art and then done some minimal stuff to like render it, so like it was a quicker way of rendering essentially. But I don't want to do that anymore. I like, it's quick, don't get me wrong, but it's just not something I like. I enjoy when it looks like kind of painterly in a way. I have a like my profile picture, for example, like on Twitch is one of my favorite pieces that I've made because it's like it's, I love that way of rendering. I think it looks really cute because it's like it's painterly, and I love painting. I really enjoy painting digitally and traditionally. It's really fun, and I think like the amount of detail is also super fun. Even though it can be tedious, I think it's so worth it in the end. Anyway, I know that I'm gonna have to use different shading what do you call it, different shading colors, like different colors for the shading, like different values, that's the word I was looking for. Simply because like um I don't know, just like dimension, like giving it dimension. But I'll do that when I render it. I will do that when I render it, because I'm gonna do quite a bit when I render. Rendering is just essentially me fixing it up, I guess. I honestly, like, if you were to ask me how to actually define it, I wouldn't really be able to tell you in words. I could just, like, show how, but, like, I don't really know how to tell in words. But it's essentially where I fix any mistakes. I rework some things if I'd like to. I give everything more dimension and make it more 3D and give the illusion of 3D, which is the goal, I feel like. Yeah, that's kind of the goal with the way that I shade and with the well, yeah, the fact that I shade alone is an indicator that that's a because shading is only present in 3D, like three-dimensional things. When something is two-dimensional, there's no real shading, honestly, because it's two-dimensional. So I like to think that every time an artist shades, even if their style is like cartoony and like doesn't try to be like realistic or like try super hard to be 3D, if that makes sense, like to look 3D rendered, that still is like you're still in a way making your art more 3D simply by shading it at all, which I find super interesting. Art is so interesting. Like it's so fucking cool. I also love I find filmmaking pretty cool as well, just because like the like cinematography is so dope. But also what do you call it? I like that and this is kind of a rule for books too, and for any media, honestly, that everything that is shown for a reason. Like the director wanted you to see that for a reason, which I find really interesting. They do the same shit in like books sometimes as well, but also sometimes there can be filler in some forms of media. But like a good real like realistically, any good piece of media will have what's necessary and leave out what is unnecessary. Like leave out any filler stuff. Like anything that is there, it's there for a reason, whether it be world building or like character development, whatever, etc., etc. And I remember this only because I wrote a paper recently on a manga I really love called Monster, and a lot of the some of the one of the main criticisms of it, although it's really well loved, honestly. There's not a whole lot of criticism for it to begin with, but like one of the only criticisms for it is that it's like there's filler or that it's like too long. And I think that's actually I understand where they're coming from, but also I think that it's like long for a reason because there's a lot of world building to do and like it's a very complex story with a lot of complex characters and shit like that. It has a story to tell and like it doesn't waste time or anything like that with the length of it and with like the um I think that criticism was mostly for the anime though and less for the manga cuz like honestly most manga is like around the 150 to maybe 200 arc and like even then that's considered short, at least in my opinion. I think that's on the shorter side because I've seen some like long ass mangas like a Vagabond, which is like 300 and something, or like a Berserk, which is again 300 and something, which is like on the longer side in my opinion. um Whereas like the 150 type mark is like really not that long at all. Like an example is like a Poon Poon, which is another manga I've read. I forgot to do the bottom part of this. Anyway, yeah, Poon Poon, which is a manga I've read, which was really good by the way. I love that manga as well. It's like in my top three, I'd say. Yeah, like it's Monster, Poon Poon, and was my third Berserk? I think I haven't actually finished Berserk. No, it's Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I love Chainsaw Man. I eventually want to redraw a fan art thing I did of Denji because like the anatomy is kind of wonky. I will admit I really like how I did the head. I think I did the head really well, like the chainsaw head rather, because it was inspired by like the cover of the first Chainsaw Man volume. But yeah, what do you call it? The anatomy on it isn't the greatest, so I definitely do want to like redo it. You know what I'm noticing? I think I go through my nibs, my pen nibs like fucking nothing because this I'm noticing that this nib is already kind of filed down, and I just changed the nibs last night. Like, on stream, I did it, so, like, that's crazy. It's not filed down as much as the original one, but you can definitely tell that, like, it's been used. And, like, it has not been long at all, but that's alright. This is gonna be so much fun to render, like, I'm gonna like add a little more dimension, just like giving more values and stuff like that. I don't want to do anything super crazy because I'm kind of saving that for rendering. Like generally, as I when I'm doing this shading part, I just pick like the either mid tone, I guess, the middest tone instead of, and then I save my most light and most darks for when I do the rendering stuff, which I'll show off more of the next art stream, which is going to be for a while because I reserve Sundays and Mondays for gaming and Fridays and Saturdays for art, but next week I am not going to be in my what? Oh, in my dorm. Although you know what, I think it would be interesting. Anyway, yeah. I won't be in my like dorm or any like where I usually stream. I'm gonna be at home, and what do you call it? I'm gonna be busy that Friday because it's the day after Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday, and I'm gonna be with friends, and then that Saturday. I mean, I don't think I'm doing anything that Saturday, but I'll probably be wanting to relax, and I leave that Sunday, and I return back to my dorm that Sunday, but I'll probably just reserve that Sunday as well for like relaxing and what do you call it, preparing for class on Monday. So Monday everything will be back to its regular schedule and stuff like that, but things will be a little wonky this coming week because Thanksgiving, the holidays, stuff like that. It's already reflected in my like streaming schedule because like I have it available on one of the like tabs on my channel, but just just so y'all know, I guess. I don't know. I'll probably also post it on my the Instagram I use for like just streaming news and stuff like that, which is it's I'll type it in chat in case anyone cares. And it's also linked on my channel as well. But whoops. Okay, yo. There we go. Chat. That's my like the handle I use for or the Instagram that I use rather for any streaming news or anything like that. I just have my art Insta as well because what do you call it? In yesterday's stream, someone asked if I do commissions, and I realized, oh shit, yeah, I do. I'm streaming art. People might want art from me at some point, so that's like just if you have any questions about it, message me there, because here isn't really for that, I guess. Yeah. What do you call it? All right. What else do I have left to do for this girl? I just have her skirt and then her Uggs. I'm gonna try my best to like get some of the shading done for the like fur part of the Uggs, but I won't even lie. I gotta see how I feel about it because I also gotta like it's gonna be a little difficult to do the belt because like metal. I mean this part isn't metal. This part is like leather, but I don't know. Wouldn't it be cool to have like an entirely metal belt though? I don't think it'd be very practical, obviously, because like that metal isn't very like malleable unless it's thin, and then at that point, like, what if it snaps or some shit? But like, I think it'd be cool if we could find a way to like, I don't know. Anyway, what do you call it? But yeah, so long story short, next week's streaming schedule is gonna be a little off than usual, but then the week after that, it'll be back to the usual Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So don't even worry. Alright. There we go. Oh, that's way too dark. Hold on. There we go. This is completely random, but I just like unlocked a random memory as I made that mistake by picking something way darker. When I was younger, like when I first started out in digital art, I used to and this has been this is seen in like early 2000s art, I feel. You know, like digital the early 2000s, or like scene core art, I should say, where they like shade with black, and then they like just do all the highlights with like pure white. And I just unlocked the memory of when I used to do that as well, because this is also just like it's not just scene core art, it's like it's a common thing in younger artists, I feel, that like, you know, haven't been doing art like um in a serious way for that long. um and I remember that I found this information, like I saw this tip literally on Google Plus. So like I must have been like 10 or 11 or some shit, maybe 12. um I saw this on Google Plus where it was like it gave tips on like, if it's this color, you should shade with this color and not with like black or something, or just a darker version of this color. And I found that really interesting. Like they said how with white you should shade it with like a bluish purple, and not like with just like gray or something like that, or like yeah, with gray. And I remember doing that. This was like, again, I had like an old ass computer, so I literally did my art on like MS Paint, I think. Yeah, like MS Paint. When I was on like in my Google Plus days, I did it. I think I did it on my on yeah, I did it on a old ass computer that had MS Paint on it. I know for like a bit when I was younger as well, I did have a tablet, like a, not like a drawing tablet, but like, you know, like an iPad, but it wasn't an iPad. Um, that I did like some of my first digital art on as well. So, but like I don't remember which came before, if it was the tablet before the computer, or the computer before the tablet. But regardless, I just remember trying, like, utilizing those tips of like I drew someone in the snow, and I shaded the snow with like a purplish type of color, and I was so flabbergasted how like that looked better, like that looked good. And I don't know, it's just like cool to think about, because like, wow, I've come so far. Like now I just like, now I'm out here worrying about like anatomy and shit like that, whereas like before I don't think I knew even what anatomy fucking was as a kid. Like I don't think, like I had an idea kind of, but like I don't feel like drawing. I don't want to shade this denim right now. Anyway, yeah. As like a kid, I didn't really understand anatomy or anything like that. Like I didn't really. As I got older, like I think in 8th grade is when I actually started worrying about anatomy and stuff like that, because that was around when I decided to take art seriously. And like actually work towards improving. And what do you call it? And but before then, I just really didn't care about like anatomy or anything like that, and I didn't like I said, I wasn't working to improve. But oh, how the times have changed. Alright, I'm just gonna like do these little like tiddler thing. I don't know. These little like I don't know what they're called. These little lines, I guess, I don't know, little fuzzy lines for the Uggs, and then just call it a day for that, because I do not want to have to actually go into like detail with the fur. Again, I'm not a big fan of drawing fur, simply because it's so detailed, and like all that stuff, and like I have to give the illusion of like individual fibers, and that's quite a lot. And it's kind of the same thing with hair sometimes, except I can like hair, you can get away with drawing it in like a mass, and then like you can just draw lines and shit, or like highlight it in a way and shade it in a way that indicate fibers and stuff like that, or indicate like hair strands and stuff like that. And it's not like, I mean, at least for me now, it's not as difficult for me, because I've been what do you call it? I guess abiding by that type of not really rule. I'm like, I learned that tip in like what, eighth ish, ninth, no, eighth, like some like at the latest 8th grade. So like I'm now at a point where it just kind of comes as second nature to me. But like, you know, what do you call it? I don't even know where I was going with this. It can be difficult at first, but like now it's become second nature for me because I drew so much hair, especially like long hair. So I think the same thing can be applied with fur. I think the more that I draw it and the more that I like shade it and stuff like that, the more used to it I'll get, and the more second nature it'll come to me. Not right now though. Definitely not right now. This is like, God, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing any Minecraft. But I always say like, oh, in case I get bored, or oh, in case I lose motivation, and then I just don't like do it. Like, and I don't really like. It's not like I'm intending to like just make these like empty, not even promises, just like to say, like I don't say it just to say it. I do genuinely intend, like I do kind of intend on it, but it just doesn't end up happening because I just end up, I don't like get tired of it or anything. I don't really get frustrated. Like I tend to ride out until, I've had enough, and at that point I just end the stream. Because I do these kind of late at night as well, and I get tired. I get tired of talking, and I get tired of, I just get tired. I don't want to lay down and stuff like that, and I'm not gonna stream from my fucking bed. No, not even. Like, not even if I'm sick, I'm not, no. So, but,
This fucking iron just falling.
Alright, I don't really know how to shade this part as well. I'm unsure how to go about it. That feels wrong, I feel like, because I feel like this is the same type of fuzzy-ish texture. So I have to kind of, like, I don't know, it's different, I guess, in a way. Like, I can't just do it in, like a block. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, Uggs are weird. Like, they're very odd. I mean, it doesn't really look good, but I mean, if it works, it works. After this, I will look at some Uggs again, because I didn't, like, I used a reference for, like, how they look and stuff like that, and, like, the general design, but, like, how they're, like, how the shading and light hits the material I haven't looked at, which I gotta do. That's another thing that I think is interesting about art, is that, like, different materials absorb light / like have light hit them in different ways, which I think is really interesting. Like an UGG does not like would not be shaded in the same way that you would shade like a button-up shirt. And I find that really interesting. And like the folds aren't the same because like it folds differently because it's different material and it's like a different thickness. And I just find that super interesting. I'm trying to like try my best to really make this work, but like my hand is like cramping because I've just been drawing for so long. I think right after I finish this boot up, I'll just like quickly stretch my hands and like just do a little stretching, which you should always do. Realistically, I'm setting a bad example, but you should always just like take a bit to stretch in between drawing or like in between anything you're doing, especially stuff like drawing or like gaming or writing. Like just always take a break because like your hands can cramp up and like it's uncomfortable for everybody. Well, not for everybody, you know what I mean. It gets uncomfortable. So yeah, there we go. Just like a quick stretch. And just like that, I feel like I'm born anew. I'm even gonna have a sip of water because it's been a while since my obligatory sip. Shit, we're hitting 3 hours. I do not know how some people can stream for like 5 hours on end. I mean, if it's like something they're super interested in or something like that, I totally get it. But like, I don't know. Like if I play Fortnite on stream, there's no way that's gonna be my entire stream. Because I like to stream for like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours or so. And like fucking playing Fortnite for 2 to 3 hours is nuts. I just don't want to do that. And I'm not going to do that. Because like at least not like if I were to do that, I would not want to have it be by myself. I'd have more fun if I was playing with friends. But you know, I don't know. I also kind of enjoy playing Fortnite alone simply because oh god, I gotta do this other fucking boo. Simply because like it's I don't have to worry about anyone but myself. Like, cause like on one hand, it's not like I'm that great to where like I can hold my own and like I always carry, but like sometimes it is a situation in which I carry, and other times it's that they're like low key carrying me, or like we're both kind of at the same skill level, and I'm worried that like I'm gonna drag them down in any way. I guess I don't know. Like I do not want that to happen. I'd rather like I want to be able to hold my own, but I also want that person to be able to hold their own, so that like I don't really have to worry a whole lot. And like I can go and get loot and shit like that and not have to worry about having them like at an arm's length at all times so that they don't fucking die. um but yeah, that's just me. I know that like bugs are like fuzzy, like they're not like, but they're not like long fibers like these, so I'm a little unsure on how to do them. I'll probably like, I feel like dots like these indicate fuzziness, but that's so much work to do. Maybe when I idea, because yeah, I can get that kind of thing with this gouache brush. So honestly, I'm just gonna and this works. Like it works generally. Like if I just don't really press super hard, I can kind of like obviously yeah, but you know, like I can get a pretty good amount of these like dot type beat things without having to work. Like that looks great down there. And then I'll just go in with this and then add in a little more detail and a little more depth with these little lines. And it's like, boom. Can you even tell I like used the gouache brush for this? Like, no, bro, I did this all by myself. What are we talking about? I don't know if it still gives out the fuzzy thing, because I do need to add highlights as well in order for that to, because like it's not completely sheer. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I gotta look at some references. These parts are a lot easier because it's rubber and it's like more flat, and I don't have to worry about individual fibers. It's just rubbery. It's a sole, rubber sole, you know. Here, because it's there you go. It's like, oh, all right, hold on. There you go. All right, and then you know what I find interesting? Perception, like how you perceive people and how people perceive you, because like you can never truly know what other people think about you, and you can never really truly know another person like fully, because like there's just certain things that they're not going to tell you, and even if they told you everything they're thinking, like in the period that you were talking to them, like you're not going to know every single thing, simply because like there's things that they've experienced that you won't know about, and they might not even remember it enough to tell you, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. And also, you can never really get into someone's head, you know? You cannot get into someone's head to truly fully understand them. And I find that really interesting, but I think that the ability to try and the ability to want to try is what makes connection so beautiful and makes life so beautiful, because like it's the fact that you're willing to try to connect to a person that you know, like maybe you don't know, because I mean I'm sure not everyone thinks about this type of thing, but like that ultimately you will never be able to fully connect to, simply, or like not necessarily fully connect to, but like fully understand and fully know without a doubt, simply because it's just not possible. But I think the fact that people try is beautiful, and that's what makes life beautiful. I really hope I shaded this right. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't know if I did, but I mean, better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, like it makes life truly beautiful that people. Sorry, my ear got itchy. Anyway, that people actually try to understand other people and make the effort simply because they think that they're worth getting to know and worth getting to try to understand, I guess, which I think is dope. I think that's really sweet and cool. Alright, they're both rendered. Or not rendered, they're both shaded to some capacity. I want to, real quick, right here.
I went a little further ahead. I'll be real quick.
Perfect, and I'm just about at that almost 3-hour mark, which is what I like to, which is what I like to be at. Especially because, if I do, like, share edited VODs and, like, / video type beat things, I don't know how I'm gonna make content for YouTube besides, like, VODs. I really do think I might just upload VODs, but we'll see. Anyway, that being said, no, yeah, but the ability to try to get to understand people is beautiful. I think it's beautiful. Whoops. And that being said, it's been a long ass stream. I'm not even gonna lie. Oops. I accidentally minimized the. Okay, cool. We're good. Anyway, yeah. It's been like almost 3 hours, and I'm a little tired. So, slash my back hurts. So, that being said, whoops. There we go. What? Oh, it's clipping. No wonder. Here. There we go. Brand new layer. That being said, oh, that's such a cute little bunny too. Such a cute little bunny. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I hope that me talking for 3 hours was somehow enjoyable, and me probably repeating myself plenty of times was enjoyable. But thanks for sticking around if you did. I'm trying to make this bunny as cute as humanly possible. Yeah. Alright. So, thank you for watching. Maybe I'll like put a, maybe eventually I'm gonna like have little, make assets and shit like that, and I'll actually do it on stream. Maybe that'll be my next art stream. I don't know yet, but we will see. In any case, thank you for watching me draw, be silly, talk. Hopefully I made you think or made you laugh or just was interesting in any capacity, or you retained any of the information that I talked about or anything that I said. And I will see you next time, and by next time I mean tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow, where I'll be playing something. Have the loveliest of nights, and I'm just having such a fun time. Like, I almost don't want to go, but also I'm kind of tired. So I'm also having a really fun time just doodling. I love doodling so much. Drink water. Make sure you get enough sleep. Remember you're loved. And with that, have a good night. And good night.